go. So, Phil, you were asking how do replays work. You automatically record replays in the game. It's in the World of Warships NA folder or EU or whatever. There's a replay subfolder, and in that replay subfolder is a file that is named blah 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 blah, blah dot wows replay. I think it's wows replay. And that's the extension. So you take that file and you can either right click on it and set Windows to open up World of Warships.exe, or you can drag and drop it on World of Warships.exe in order to get it to run. Okay? And then you just double click it and you can load up the replay and all that kind of stuff. Guess I'm wondering more like, since I'm new, will I review it, or do you have to... Okay, so Phil, generally speaking, as being a part of the stream, what you do is just kind of hang out. If you look on the channel points on the bottom left corner of the text window, after you get, I think it's 20,000 points, channel points, you can redeem that for Cover My Replay.
Lowski_Penguin is now following.
Lowski Penguin, thank you for the follow. Alternately, you are welcome if you subscribe to the channel or you know, like donate $5 or whatever. I have no problem covering one of your replays then as well. So you know, there's a money way, there's also a free way. But yeah, if you've got replays to send, all you have to do is a 10K. Okay, thank Alex. All you have to do is join my Discord or send me an email. That's the link right there for you, Phil. And there you go, Phil. Like, just like that, with the sub. Hype in chat for Phil. Thank you, dude. Alright, Phil. So...
Phil_21 just subscribed.
So I don't know if you are part of my Discord or not, but if you are, there's a channel there for replay submissions. You can post that, or if you want to just send it to me via email. Okay, perfect. Okay, just drag and drop that file into your into that replay submissions section, and you are good to go. You should also show up very shortly as a subscriber in the Discord, as long as you've tied your Twitch and Discord together. Then you will show up as a Twitch subscriber here in my Discord as well. Okay, so this game is Grunty's game, and I need to ping him to let him know I'm covering his game. There we go. Alright, so let's take a look at this. This is Grunty in the Graf Zeppelin, and I know he's so excited because he has that one of those, I believe he's got the Special Captain Loot Yens, and he's able to do crazy things in the Zeppelin, so let's watch and see what happens. He is top tier. Well, and bottom tier and same tier, because it's all straight tier 8 game. There's 2 carriers on each team. Oh god, is that gonna keep doing that? Whatever. That's the marbles map reminding us to play marbles. And yes, I have started drinking dirty water today. It's a new bottle too, so I'm very excited about that. New bottles always taste the best, yeah?
Same brand?
Same thing, yep. It is Maker's Mark. Alright, so Grunty is continuing to, you know, do his scouting. He's aggressively scouting A-Cap. 3 battles in a row in the Dreadnought and Ramsay did not meet a single carrier. Wow! That is very much rigged. Very rigged. Now, one thing that you could do to be a real jerkwad is fly your planes around with your other carrier, because then the 2 of you guys can double team a destroyer or something like that. You got frustrated and decided to just charge a Montpellier, and I probably wouldn't have done that, but okay. I love in-game chat sometimes. Southern Comfort and Coke for you. Nicely done. Hey, Taylor. Chat vermins.
Sometimes with the double CVs, if you get one in front of you scouting, the one behind trailing can attack what the other one spots.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right, exactly. And if you get one of those destroyers that just doesn't understand how to do anti-carrier work, then the two of you guys double team that one destroyer and just whack it off the board. And I love the comment, do we have a Marblehead replay so we can keep marbles quiet? Lol. All those torpedoes on the Asashio Black, I love it. Montpellier obviously used his defensive fire already. And you've...
You know, I've seen a lot more 20k Luckchuck torps from destroyers with the new Commander rework.
How did you get that kill, Grunty? It didn't look like the torpedoes were going to arm in time. Always be the second carrier. Right, the first spots and baits the fighter, the second gets the damage. Right. Stream's a little laggy? That's got to be on his end. I don't know. Dutch, we could talk about that next weekend, but TLDR of it, I'm excited and also not at the same time. There's twice the rewards, which I think is good. But ranked feels very much like it's a job, like it's something I have to do. If you watched me play Raid Shadow Legends a couple weeks ago, I talked about what got me to stop playing Raid, which was that feeling that I always had to play something at a certain time, and I had no control over my own experience in the video game. And I'm very nervous that that's what this is going to turn into for me personally. I'm going to feel like I have to play ranked. Not rank out, but I have to play ranked to at least get my X number of wins in, especially when I get to the gold tier. And I'm not going to be able just to play what I want to play. I won't be able to play test ships anymore. I won't be able to play ships that I'm actively grinding up anymore. Although I will probably play... I'll probably reset and play Akizuki at tier 8 in Bronze League since I'm done with all my snowflakes. So at least I'll make a positive out of that experience, right? But you get the idea, like, I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of my autonomy as a player. So. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got the, what is it called? Yeah, whatever it is. Scope. Something. You sold your carriers, you haven't looked at their skills at all. I mean, that's something you can do. Cute, double the coward barges. That poor Magi. See, this is what happens in a double carrier game, is it really accentuates and highlights what happens when you're off by yourself against two carriers. Shadow, who won? Still Mongoose won. But we're not done yet. We still have 2 more races in our Grand Prix to go. And to make it easier for you guys, I'm trying to do this around the hour times. Well, that's fair enough, Snow. Oh, he's got the minus 10% arming distance for torpedo bombers. Interesting. Sight stabilization, that's what I was thinking of. Griefer! See, I told you guys, as soon as you said pineapples, you were going to summon the Griefer. Hi, Griefer. Where's the Africa cream? I'm trying to locate it, my friend. Oh.
So, my birthday is next Sunday, and I'm trying to get a liquor store to order some for me, because then I can have some wild Africa cream on my birthday. That's the hope. That's the plan. We'll see what happens.
Alright, do we have our replay yet? I don't... Phil, did you submit your replay already? Yes, we are looking at replay here, Shadow. Looking for hope in warships. Thank you, Fanto. I turned 40 years old on Sunday. I'm kind of... I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Okay, go ahead. What's the ship? Just tell me what the ship is, Phil, and I think I got it. If you tell me the ship in the map. Or if you want, just resub, it's fine. Resubmit it is fine too. Yamato. Okay. I didn't realize you'd already submitted it, Phil, so I apologize for that. Nice kill there with the hipper. Yeah, go ahead and post it again, because I don't see your Yamato game.
I just dropped the Sinop game, but my death pick's right at the end, so you
Okay.
have to be ready to stop the game about 2 seconds before it ends.
Unless maybe your Discord name is different, Phil. If that's the case, yeah, just if you can resubmit it or post it again or just whatever. Oh, okay. So you are Little Blue. Little Blues. That's your Discord name. Fanto, I've contacted 2. So I'm hoping that between the 2 of them, one will, you know, come through. We'll see. Definitely feeling like there's some lag here because that did not look like it was an accurate representation.
And if the liquor store doesn't work out, I already have somebody who agreed that if he can find it, he's going to send it to me.
Oh my god. Kitten. Outstanding. You are an amazing person. Thank you. Okay, I found the Yamato game. So we'll do that one next for you, Phil. Admiral Testicles is the name. That's interesting. Now, for people that enjoy the replay theater, I have actually, and I think it's now posted in my information about me, but I've started a Patreon. And it's something that I've been waiting for a very long time because I just didn't know what the heck to do with it. Nice kill there. But if you would like some real, like, honest one-on-one help, check out my Patreon. I can definitely help you out, and I'd love to do so on a more personal level than just on the stream. Squizzer, I will take care of that. Sure. Atlanta on fault line. Okay, got it. Squizzer, you're gonna come up after the Yamato game. Yes, Felipe, I will do so. Oh. I should probably do a custom thing for that, but here, I'll post it for now. Come on. There it is. There it is. That's the link right there. Check out if you want. I got some ideas for things that we can do. Marbles wants to be played. Oh my god, that was freaky. But anyway, I have some ideas, and I'd love feedback if you know, about those ideas, but I have some ideas for what I think can work really well for Patreon, and something I can do to be much more focused on individuals. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Chat commands.
You know, of course it'll be fun.
Vladivostok, there we go. Hey. Alright, I just put together an exclamation point Patreon, so we got that taken care of. That's cool. Torp the Vlad, and then move on. This is pretty much now a win. You just get to clean things up. You already got a Kraken. AA defense expert and a carrier. Oh my god. Just a question, would you be able to review it? I want to know how. Yeah, Phil, that's will be covered next replay. Because you subbed, so I prioritize your replay. Boom, it's on the top of the list. So it's coming up next, and then after that will be Squizzer's replay of the Atlanta. Nice kill. Oh my god. You could use some help, but last you checked you aren't ordained or healthy or wealthy. That's okay, Duckman. Get those Imperial Stormtroopers off the anti-air mods. There you go. Stevie, come on in. He's like, here, I'll show you. He's like, oh, he's coming through the door now. But he was like, can I come in? Hi. No. Grunty's just showing off. Well, I think it was one of those really epic games that he had there. And you can see he procced Lutjens's skill, so now he gets extra plane regen, which is going to be very helpful. And goodbye, Shokaku. Of course, the Kaga. GG's. I don't know if Stevie wants to come. Let me take a look. The people want to see you. Let me check your butt real quick. Oh, you're okay. Whoa. Climbing on my chair.
Is it the booty check time?
Yeah, we just did a booty check.
I dropped a Sinop replay where I die like 2 seconds before the end of the match.
Oh, okay, cool.
In case you wanted to cover it for a death pick of a Sinop.
Hmm.
Wir haben einen gegnerischen Zerstörer versenkt. Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen. Torpedos auf Backbord.
You know, that AA kind of looks like the lasers from like the Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm. You have a replay of Suffering in Kansas. There you go. Alright.
Nah, Kansas ain't suffering. I tell you what suffering is the Minnesota. That's suffering.
Griefer, I think I know what you're talking about. Minnesota, I mean, yeah, I co-op grounded, so I played like 400 battles in Minnesota, but I finished it and I didn't have to play a random, so I felt good about that. And time's up. You could be eating 200% weekend, instead you're here. Duckman, I salute you, my friend. Thank you, as always, for being an awesome person, member of this community. Alright, Phil, here comes your Yamato game. Just dodge. LOL. Well, I think Grunty did a nice job of demonstrating that that 10% torpedo arming distance and how that really works for torpedo-based carriers. And I mean, that's the bread and butter for the Kaga, like I was talking about before, but also for the Zeppelin, it's torpedoes and the rockets. So.
Well, don't forget about the AP bombs with the Graf Zeppelins too.
Wait, Phil? You're reigning recon? Phil, tell me, is this your game? I didn't think so. Okay. That's the Yamato I have on Northern Waters. Can you resubmit your replay file? And no offense to raining, but we're gonna move on. Then we'll go to Squizzer's game. I have to kill the process. Fun bug that was introduced from warships. Here we go.
Alt F4, then the yes.
Second from the bottom. Let's take a look. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. We're just gonna go right into it then. Perfect. Thanks, man. Okay, now you're playing a battleship, so we need to play a little game here. I'm gonna go to poll. I'm gonna make a new poll. Stevie is done with that, I guess. This game that we're gonna play is the Deadeye game. Do you have Deadeye? Yes or no? It's just a fun way for.
Is it a Yami?
It's a Yamato, so it's a fun way for chat to take a guess. Sure thing, Blast. Alright, so hopefully this is your game now. You're in the Yamato, straight tier 10 games. Oh, you're in the Kobayashi Yamato. Nice. Your dream in life is bagging 10 kills in a tier 10 game driving a Harakase. Deadeye Pete, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has actually done that. Is there a maybe option? No, Classic. You have to make a decision. You must choose, but choose wisely. Oh, and Stevie's off my lap, so we can get rid of the lap cam. You find yourself burned down at times in that boat, though.
As pretty as that camo looks, I find the K-117 camo looks better on the Yamato.
Oh, that's the high school fleet one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not
Gets rid
bad.
of all that rust.
You gotta start resetting commanders. That's a good idea. I gotta do that too, Duckman.
Isn't the website still up where you can do that?
Yes. Lazy
I should go
Lizard.
in and reset all my commanders again.
You better, yeah, absolutely. I'm doing fine, thanks. I hope you're doing well. I already hit the button, so now I have to I have to think about all those ships that I played and reset those ships if I haven't already done so, those captains. Alright, here we go, Shimikaze. Phil, first thing I'll say is I do like your positioning. As a battleship player, you generally speaking want to play your side. It looks like you're a little off on your range, but I mean, max range, full speed Shimikaze, it's really tough to think about the proper speed, plus you're about to go over the island, so... You have to hit the button twice? What do you mean by that, Dogman? I've hit it once, and I haven't been able to reset again. I looked and it says I'm already participating in this offer. Unless you have a different link, Duckman.
I did mine's manually before they put out the button.
That was the worst shot you took in the game? You know, once upon a time, the Yamato shell sound, the gun sounds were fantastic. Now, the Shikishima's far better, but these are still special gun sounds. Ooh, Stalingrad. You also have Yamato on him. Okay. You can put Yamato on a Yamato. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. He gets the, I think there's a Grease the Gears bonus on him. I still have my spreadsheet up? I don't. Oh well. So, positioning. Alright, here I would like to see you being a little bit more aggressive. There's only one destroyer. You know he's in B. I'd like to see you throwing yourself right here. Or even better would be right here. Delta 2. If you come under trouble, you just reverse behind the island and you're safe. Considering that there's a Thunderer next to you, I don't think that you're adding too much in this current situation. Though being here means that you get a slightly different angle than the Thunderer, which could mean a lot. We'll see what happens. Yeah, too far back, exactly. Does that make it a Yamo Yami? Now, no, this is, I think, what, the 4th salvo you fired? And so far, okay. So far, you've had 4 total hits. You DCP'd 1 fire. Now, there's a Thunderer down there, and a Des Moines. You're probably out of range of the Des Moines, but Thunder could very easily turn and set you on fire again. We'll see what happens. You are pretty far away, though, so I guess DCPing the 1 fire is... Oh, hey, look! Now you're stuck on full fire for a bit. Was it 2? It looked like it was 1, but okay.
The first one was a 2 fire DC.
Oh, okay, got it. Thanks, SAT. Let's continue watching the battle. Now, the majority of your team... I almost said enemy. Majority of your team is at Charlie. So you're hoping that they're going to come through, which is always not a good situation to be in. Use your heal. You can maximize your heal now. Might as well use it. Oh, look, ship's on fire again.
Imagine that.
Right, Lizard. Yeah, generally speaking, you want to be kind of closer with your nose pointed center. That's why I like this island, because you can just back up around it if you need to. Alternately, you could put yourself like right here, because then you control vision down here, and nobody can shoot you from over here. But, let's see what
At
happens.
that distance, he is worried about broadsides.
Mhm.
Yamato has a very strong belt armor.
True.
So you can get away with a lot of stuff at this range.
Yep. Nice hit on the Des Moines, though.
There's only that one small spot under the turret, front turret, that you have to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Puddin's here.
Talk about better late than never.
Good to see you, Puddin. Remember, there's a vote going. Do you think this player has Deadeye or not? So far, we have 86% thinking yes. That's what Yamato does best. Puddin taking care of the giveaways. Thanks, Puddin. Skyring has won our subscriber camo. Marbles wishes to be played, demands to be played. Puddin, tell you what, why don't we do a CC container giveaway next, huh? Alright, so decision to turn and start running. What do you guys think?
What's he being threatened by?
Mm-hmm. It was kind of something I was going to mention. You have...
Like, the 3 ships on the 1 to 2 line haven't been spotted for, like, forever.
And they might also be moving towards B cap. In which case, I mean... Oh, something's in A now.
But then again, they could have turned around and bugged out and went east.
Yep, generally speaking...
Yes, that's... Your thunder is your early warning sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something is snuck in. Probably the minnow.
Yep. 1 shell, 1 citadel on that Yoshino. That's just Yamato things. I would generally like to see you sticking, though, on the 2 line. I don't think there's a need for you to run this way right now. Your team has won that flank, that side of the flank. So, if anything, you want to stay there simply because the enemy team is probably going to start pushing you, which is a favorable position for you to be in. So you're kind of leaving that favorable position in order to help your team win harder on the other flank, which isn't really needed. That being said, hey, you got a good hit on the Hindenburg at least. Look at that tight dispersion.
Like that Hindenburg regret his life choices.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Take 3/4 of his health off. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have went this way.
So, one of the things is, with the Montana pushing in from this side, the Hindenburg's focusing on him, there's the Yamato north, and then there's him. So there's like literally shells coming in from over 90 degrees, which means you can't angle to everything. And the answer is yes. You guys believe that our player here has Deadeye. Phil, can you tell us? Do you have Deadeye or not in your captain build? No Deadeye.
Oh.
Spicy.
Yep. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because obviously, if he had Deadeye, he'd have won the battle already, right?
He's playing like he has 3 Deadeyes equipped.
So, what we're saying by that, and we're not trying to be negative here, we're just kind of poking fun of Deadeye as a skill, but with the way that you're playing, Deadeye might be helpful for you simply because you are so far back. When you go back to my spreadsheet about the commander rework, like right now you're at 16 kilometer, but before you were firing at targets at near max range, right? So let me take a look at this. Let me look at my edited skills matrix for a second.
Maybe he knows how to aim.
Well, but that's what I'm getting at. If he knows how to aim, that's fine. But for that situation, in a Yamato, if you're firing from 25 kilometers, it takes 4 kilometers off of the range, essentially. It makes it like you're 4 kilometers closer. So the position you're in, you've been in most of the game, I think Deadeye would be useful for you. That being said, I still think that you should have been farther forward for the majority of the battle. You've done 133,000 damage, you've killed 1 ship. Is it the reason that you won the battle, though? I don't think so. You've contributed to the victory, sure, but you're not the reason that you won. The reason you won is because this group broke through and forced a general retreat. You have 17 points on Yamato. Okay. Yes, Yamato has tight shell grouping, especially if you've got legendary module. And then you add on top of that, so if you're really good at aim, I mean, it's ridiculous what you can do with Deadeye.
And every battleship is a little different from different nations.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you learn how to aim, say, like, I've gotten very good at aiming the American battleship. And so when I get into my British, I have to think differently and aim different because the shell performance is different.
You
Harley,
can just spam HE in your British battleships and get 200k every game.
right?
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. That's the reason why I reground the British battleships and got my Conqueror again.
Most played game in the okay, ship in the game is Georgia. So you understand pushing then. And Late Breaker, I like your comment. The game is clearly won. Hit W and go and do a little bit more damage before the game ends.
Yeah, get in their face. Turn on those secondaries.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't really do much to contribute. Like, even if you AFK'd this entire match, I don't think the outcome would have been different.
Mm-hmm. It's still a good game. I mean, you still had good damage amounts. You're probably still going to have good XP earnings just simply because of the damage that you've done.
But if the team on the other side didn't do quite as well, then the outcome would have been a lot different.
Right. A lot of this is that the enemy team just threw away some ships. That Shimakaze getting spotted early and dying early was a huge boon to you and your team, right? Because you don't have to worry about torpedoes at all. The fact that your Holland is still like, alive, and by the way, just took out the enemy carrier, speaks volumes to, you know, how much better off your team was, how much better they played than the opponent. It's a team effort and it's a team game, but you know.
And because the Shimakaze died early, you didn't have to worry about the 20k torps being spammed in your general either.
Gandalf, if you want me to cover one of our clan brawl games, I have no problems doing that. 2.8k base? Yeah, I could see it. With the damage you've done, I could see that.
It was mostly on cruisers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this Minotaur. With the damage I'm about to see. Yeah.
Bye-bye, Mano.
Flung.
A lot of his point games are actually past the point where I consider the game outcome to be
Yep.
set.
Yep. So one thing I often talk about with battleships is projection of power. With you being spotted where you are, you simply being there impact your opponents. They look at you and they say, "Nah, I'm not going to go and threaten that," or I'm not going to go and I'm not going to go here because I'm worried about being detected. You know, like that kind of stuff. And that's what you need to work on with your Yamato positioning, by positioning yourself closer. And like on the flank, for example, like on the 2 line, you project your power forward. Anywhere you can see, essentially you're projecting your power. And so by being up there, again, with no fear of torpedoes, the only thing you had to worry about, I guess, would be the carrier. That would force the enemy team to feel less comfortable being on the 2 line and force them to kind of duck into cover behind you. Now, with the Thunderer someplace else on a slightly different angle, he might have shots for a target that's focusing you, or vice versa, right? And that's the big part of it. That's what projection's all about.
With that Thunderer still being over there on the west flank, I would have stayed with that Thunderer, personally.
You could stay with him, or what I might do is I might communicate with the Thunderer and say, "Hey, can you go down the 3 line? I'll go down the 1 line, and let's just wreck this side." Like, push together. You can totally do that.
That's what I'm saying is, you know, you stay with him and project your power that way because you got 2 very strong battleships.
Third option. Tell Thunder to go down to 1 line and watch him die.
And on the Thunderer player, they might say no.
It's a Thunderer player. I have a little bit less sympathy for Thunderer players nowadays.
I still play my Thunderer the same way the first day I got it.
All right, Squizzer, are you here?
Good day, sir. How you doing?
Fine, thanks. And I love how you've given yourself the tag of Brit.
That's my clan name, so you know, this is what it is.
Ah, well, hey, so it fits multiple occasions. I like it. Okay.
Oh, there's Stevie.
Stevie is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Lap cam
must
on.
stop the show. Mr. TV's here. Lap cam.
All right, so Squizzer, you're playing the Atlanta. Atlanta is a fantastic anti-destroyer ship. You've got a Shiratsuyu that is smiling at you, so hopefully that means that he'll be able to smoke you up and stuff. And you've got a York division mate. Interesting. It's another straight tier game, straight sevens. Wow. Hi. So Squizzer, what are you thinking here? You're purposely not pulling forward because you're afraid of getting spotted and wrecked right away?
Pretty much.
Now, are you gonna sit here or are you gonna leave? Looks like you're slowing. Were you intending to sit here or were you intending to leave?
I'm going to just reverse back and arc the island.
So in that situation, what I would have done is not turned so sharply so that I rammed this island. Just so that it stops you and you can back up a little bit quicker.
Okay, fair enough.
Exactly, like Snow Mongoose is saying, tactical beaching, right?
Yeah.
Phil, I'm glad I was able to help you, man. That's what we're here for. Anytime you got replays, send them on. Remember, with the new patch dropping on Wednesday, all of the replays that I have are invalidated, so it's a really good opportunity to get your replay in for patch week. So, oh, look at you with AP loaded. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, crap. I do that so many times too. I think I've got a certain shell loaded, and I'm like, why do I have that?
Yeah, just gotta switch.
Yeah, that's right. Snowflakes are done on Wednesday.
That's right. Shores is reversing. Now, King George is there, and of all the battleships on the enemy team to run into, King George is probably the least threatening to you, because he's probably going to spam HE, and he's probably going to shoot other battleships.
I would argue the other way.
Really?
Atlanta's a special case because she actually doesn't want HE fired at her. AP will usually overpen her, so if you're firing HE from a British battleship, then they tend to do nasty things consistently to Atlanta.
Even at this range? Interesting.
Yeah, in my Atlanta, I've been one-shotted from HE from a British battleship before.
Hey! Look at that! Well, yeah, KGV HE on Atlanta can wreck things too. That's true. Oh, look, you just bounced him, though, off your deck.
And there's no use to angling in Atlanta because no matter what angle you're going to get, you're still going to get to the...
No, Atlanta, when you get detected and all that good stuff, it's basically hold down left mouse button, pray, and start turning.
Yeah, it's time to do the hippie shake.
Hippie shake. You got 14 left, mostly tier 8. Duckman, you can still do them. Just go do them in co-op. 14 battles at about 6 or 7 minutes a battle. Yeah, you'll be done in 2 hours. That's not bad.
Wow, that's much less than what I had to go through.
Did you play them on randoms?
No, I played them with the combination of both random and co-op and operations.
Oh, okay.
I have 134 ships. Some of which only get played for snowflake events. And we also got to remember too, when patch drops, the free dismounting of our modules go away.
Yes, and the discounted retraining of captains goes away and all that good stuff too, so...
Yeah. So, I suggest you go in and dismount all the modules on the ships you don't regularly play.
Good idea. I like this play here, by the way, Squizzer. Sting. Okay.
Yeah. This replay gets weird.
Okay. Once upon a time, team damage was 100%. Can you believe that?
If it was, I would have died.
Yes, that's why.
That's normal. All the destroyers, almost all the destroyers are dead on your team, at least.
That's an oof right there. And he says sorry. What?
This guy just doesn't give up. I don't understand why he did it. I don't know what I did. But he just shot me over and over again.
Dutch, you're all done? Cool. Yeah, and you're gonna take a break for a while. I completely get it. Yeah, report him and then just try to go about your normal game. Unfortunately, you can't control what he's gonna do. And torping him back or shooting him back is not gonna help.
There are a certain group of players that, like in World of Tanks, go around just to grief people, to get them to turn pink.
There goes saying sorry again. The Bliska to me isn't the threat. The Akatsuki right here is a big threat because by now he's about to enter your cap. Assuming he's going for, which why wouldn't he be? You could also go in mid and torpedo your King George that's now pink. That would actually be a really good service to you.
There wasn't any threats other than your King George 5 shooting at you.
I hit the King George once in the top of the superstructure with a HE shell, I think. That's it.
Ah, nice.
When
He's naked too.
Well done, Commander. Good game, everyone.
I've run into players like that too that get really pissy when like the smallest transgression occurs. Even if you apologize, it's not enough. That's okay. He's just gonna kill himself at this point. And there he goes. So there's our death pick.
Worth it for the death pick.
Right?
Suicide pick.
Alright, Stevie is in his bed now. All is well in the world.
The ship is on fire.
Okay. Your York is quite low.
You could have gone after the Bliss.
I could have done, but there's the Akatsuki who's going to go for our cap.
Right.
That's where your York comes in.
I've got
There's-
the radar, so we can just get rid of him quicker.
Marbles is
If he
demanding
smokes up.
attention again.
Well, the idea is you have your dipmate go in, he stalls the cap, he dies, and then you go in and get the credit for the kill and look like a hero.
I do agree though with SAT. You could easily charge that Bliska. What's he gonna do about you? You know, like,
Yeah, there's nothing he can do, you're right.
yeah.
Yep. And it takes 3 minutes for the Akatsuki to take the cap anyways.
Hmm.
So
Now-
you have more than enough time to run back.
And taking a rule from the SAT playbook for maximizing XP earnings, while that Akatsuki is in your cap, sailing around, getting points, when you finally do turn your attention towards him, you get bonus XP for the decaps.
Defense ribbons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
XP farming playbook.
That's right.
Well, that's why sometimes you can let the opponent destroyer take a cap first so he can be spotted,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can farm those defense ribbons before he gets it finished out.
Yep. My favorite is when a battleship enters a cap because then I'm just like, I'm gonna get this, you know? Like,
In co-op, if you need defense ribbons, just set up this outside the cap and let the bot destroyers charge in and just farm them all day.
as a destroyer main, friendly battleships and caps make me so angry. Well, yeah, because, like, what's happening is they're getting reset and you're not able to cap because they keep getting reset. Alright,
On the other
Bliska.
hand, they're not battleships with Deadeye sniping in the background.
Right. That's very true. I'm fast forwarding here because there's only 2 enemies left, and what are we gonna see? It's a very creepy stream. Oh, Stevie loves my clothes. He loves anything with my clothes. As a matter of fact, I have my pajama shirt I can just cover him with. Give me a minute, I'll do that. Bliska went ahead and smoked. So you're probably just gonna pop your radar and end his life soon. Oh look, there it is. I think you maybe popped it a little bit early, and the only thing I'm saying about that is he might have actually reversed in his smoke a little bit more, which makes it take time, but he's so low it doesn't really matter anyways. Alright, let's see if Stevie likes... He usually likes being covered by my clothes. Just in time. Oh, yeah, okay. And I won't bother you then. He's used to sleeping under my clothes on in the bed upstairs, but not in his bed, I guess. Alright, Sea Wyvern has won the giveaway, and it is time to move on. Marble, Squizzer, thanks for that replay. That was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. The team play was amazing.
Absolutely, but fortunately enough, despite that person, you guys still won anyways. So...
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, it happens.
EU is better than NA somehow. No, that's not.
It's really not.
It's not.
You see people on each side. I love this Japanese themed course. I've never seen it before. All those Torii gates. Okay. Well, you guys know the drill. Exclamation point play gets you in. I will join myself and start a countdown for 3 minutes. Gonna run a quick 3-minute ad. Go get some more water. I will be right back. You
Getting
enjoying
more filthy water?
You better believe it. Squizzer, you're enjoying the Atlanta though?
Oh yeah, of course. It's a brilliant boat. Otherwise,
yeah.
I wouldn't play it. Like
For me,
radar tier 7. What are you gonna complain about?
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's my third most played ship, for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I got it that in The Sims back whenever they offered packages to get into the closed beta.
Oh.
That's how
So,
it
yeah.
ended up being my third most played ship.
Because you've had it for like one of the longest ships you've had.
And my first most played ship is my Gearing. Second is my Des Moines. I got the Flint now, so transitioning from the Atlanta to the Flint is just easy for being a DD main.
Hmm.
Do you prefer the Flint or the Atlanta?
That's a hard question. That's really a hard question. If I'm going to do straight credit grinding, at tier 7, the Flint all the way. But if I've got a good division, I will do the Atlanta.
You got to smoke DD as your backup, and you just radar farm all day in the smoke.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I don't just limit the radar whether or not if I can shoot the target. I get my Atlanta. The one thing with like the Atlanta and the Flint and the ships like that is it's all position, position, position.
Mhm.
How quickly can you get your backside into a position to support / contest an area of the map? If you can get in there, get set up, and not be harassed, you're gold. But if you're harassed the entire way, you're liable to be sunk or have 3/4 of your health gone.
Atlanta's a tier 7 DD. Best tier 7 DD there is.
That's all it is a destroyer
Yeah.
with a citadel.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to
Wonky
play
one
it.
at that.
If somebody asks me how do you play the Flint? A destroyer. A destroyer with a citadel. You know?
Yep.
And I don't take the gun feeder option on the commander we work because the guns reload so fast. What's the use of wasting a
Half,
one-point
yeah,
skill.
halving your reload for over like a 4-second reload. There's no point.
True, especially if you have adrenaline rush and you're like half health.
Yep.
That thing with the 6 or 7 guns going, 6 or 7 sets of turrets, but you then have what, 12 to 14 guns that are 127 millimeters. It's scary. It's like having a baby minnow if you decide to shoot AP.
Wow, this is cool.
And minnows are nasty for hunting destroyer.
Spanish Xfinity yet? That's hilarious.
The 127 AP isn't that effective though. You don't really use Gunfeeder because of that.
The Atlanta AP is highly ineffective above 7k.
Yep. Do you feel that that range upgrade that the Atlanta got was a necessity?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So then, therefore, the Flint is at a disadvantage.
Well, with the smoke, I think it's a bit
Atlanta is still has positional issues because she can't survive too well in open water. Flint gets that smoke, so she can position more freely.
Oh wow, look at that loop.
Yes, you have that chance to, if you get spotted, pop smoke and void. But where in Atlanta, you get spotted, you're spotted. But with that 11.1 range versus 13.3 range, it would be nice if they buffed the Flint, but they're not going to. Really.
Lots of people dying on this map, including Shane.
Why would they buff the Flint though? Like, Flint's already clearly better than Atlanta.
Well, it is because of the smoke. You trade the smoke for the radar. You know, people. I don't see the need to buff it. Whenever we had advanced fire training, I never took it because I learned in my Atlanta where to position that and how to get into that position to take advantage of its spam.
So many people dying on this level. Look at all you guys going down. I came in second, Keck. Felipe coming first.
The argument of like having a minnow. You know, what's better for a minnow, radar or smoke? It all depends on how you play it.
Sir Farmalot just got yeeted.
The only correct way to play a Minotaur nowadays is Minotaur.
Tires Mark goes down. He's not able to finish last this time. Griefer is pulling up the rear. Where'd he go?
And people still are surprised whenever I show up in my Minotaur and radar their butts in cap.
That's a them problem. That they should expect it.
And then their destroyer suddenly goes from full health to dead within seconds because of the AP.
All right, guys, take a look at the leaderboard right now. Skyring is in first place to win that tier 6 ship with 1 win, participating, however, in 3 races so far. Anna, 4433, is in second. Taftman tied for second. Traznex is in fourth. Taylor is tied with Gandalf in 5th place. Kibagami and Classic are tied in 6th. Flint is in 7th. Felipe is in 8th on the account of that last win. Squizzer, you're in 10th. Nice. Alright, so our next race is going to decide who wins that Mysore. What does bonus XP mean, Snowmongers? I have no freaking clue. 198th place? Ouch. Alright, so let's see. That was the Atlanta game. Gandalf, here comes your game in the Thunderer.
Oh, somebody get thunderstruck.
Oh, holy crap. Alright, Someone. Good timing, my dude. Look at all the raid hype. Oh my god. Cheers to you, Son. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with Son on stream. And Puddin with the shout out. Thank you very much, Puddin. Now this is a game here with Gandalf against CC Please. This was a clan brawl that we had, I believe it was last night. And if I recall correctly, I was watching this game, so I already know what's going to happen. But we can talk about it. We can talk through it. Those of you guys that are here, welcome aboard. If you have any interest in learning more about the game, hopefully you're in the right place. We are all about helping players improve and dissecting what goes right and what goes wrong.
MG raided my stream with 228 viewers.
So Son, I hope you had a great stream. Artur, thank you very much for the follow.
Is now following.
Puddin, we need to get our giveaway going. What do you think, CC Camo on the account of this raid? No CB comms, Griefer, sorry.
Metal Demon is now following.
Metal Damon, thank you very much for the follow. And Rapid Fire as well, thank you.
Fire is now following.
Rogue Pope, thank you for the follow. Arcane Spuds as well, thank you very much. So again, this is a clan brawl that occurs between Kraken and Mini Kraken against CC Please.
Arcane Spuds is now following.
Hey, no problem, Son. Hey, it was awesome watching you hang out on stream there, and it was really cool letting you actually let your hair down for a change. So nice job with that. Nice job with that. I'd love to see more of your streams like that, where you grow out your hair and dye it red.
Elusive Spider 64 is now following.
Zaz Potato Comedy Show. Oh god. Oh goodness. So those of you that were raiders, I only got to watch the beginning part of the stream when Fem took over the first time. Did she take over again, or was it the Son show the rest of the stream? Elusive Spider, thank you very much for the follow. Captain Max Tuga, thank you very much for the follow as well. Thallow, thank you very much for the follow. A few times, good, okay. She had Son really nailed down, didn't she? She just has to work on that New Yorker accent, and then it's all good. Then it's all good. All right, so this is Gandalf, and we've missed a few things at the beginning, so I'm just gonna pause it for a second here. The play here is to cover the middle with our Smalands, to throw the Moskva on the island. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart the game, because I do want to talk about early positioning. And I'm gonna ping Jolly Roger too, on our Discord. And let's see.
Well, in this game, like in real estate, location is very important.
Yep.
That and not bringing a Shimakaze.
Well, yes, that is also very, very true.
20k Torp Shimmy.
If you're gonna run 20k kilometer Shimakaze, why not run Summers or a cruiser?
True, or might as well just run a Shino.
Yep. Okay, now let's see. Griefer's in here. Special K, Lerp. All right. Who else? Backwards. And Winner. Because I know Griefer's already here in chat. So I want them to know, because it's a good learning opportunity for them as well. And Hargumo, yeah, is always low. But this is a really good opportunity to, you know, look at things from another player's perspective. And sometimes it's really helpful to look at the perspective of somebody else who's on your team. So we're going to take a look at the game from Gandalf's perspective. Gandalf, this was early on the night, if I recall correctly, wasn't it?
This was the last hour and a half, maybe.
Okay. And I mean by early, like for me, I think I joined you guys the last 2 hours and I was watching or something,
you've
right?
been here for maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah. So for me it was early, but for you guys, you've been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So pausing for a second, this is something that I had mentioned to Captain Jolly Roger if he's in the stream. his approach to what I like to call FU Island was a little off. I call it FU Island because for a radar cruiser, this is a very powerful position. But in the Mossway, you can see he's almost like right on the side, and he needs to kick over a little bit and come down. Doesn't necessarily have to be on the straight line down, but center of the island, because that cuts out a lot more firepower coming in from west or east that could shoot at him. Okay, let's continue.
That also keeps somebody from sneaking in or sneaking around the border of the map.
Right. And of course we have talk about alcohol because we're cracking. Dead-Eyed Pete is waving at Cthulhu right now. Okay, now here's... I'm pausing it for a second. I had given you some feedback before, Gandalf, about shooting your guns as often as you can. And here's a Thunderer that's broadside to you, but you're not shooting him. Why?
I'm looking for the cruisers.
Okay.
Like, I want to at least like hold for 5-10 seconds, and then if I don't see the cruiser, I'm gonna take that shot.
So look at the enemies. You've got Petrov, Stalin, Stalin. So what Gandalf is thinking is, if there's a Thunderer here, there's probably a cruiser right in front of him or something that's also at the same angle, which is a really good opportunity to Citadel and blap and get off the map. I agree with the decision there that cruisers might show up, but I don't know about waiting 15 seconds. Because that again decreases your DPM. Shooting the Thunderer now, you've got a decent broadside on him. If you hit him, even if you miss, he's going to have to react to your positioning. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Let's take a look at what happens. We pause it right now. It's 1847. So let's look at where we're at 1832. So you said 15 seconds. Let's see where we're at. Okay, there's a Stalingrad. Now you take your eye off the Stalingrad. And I think this was what led to your mistake earlier. I had commented about this before, but you see the Stalingrad, he started turning out, but you'd already moved to the enemy Thunderer. And you're looking at that Stalingrad. Now you're looking back at this one. And there's the shot. Okay. 1832, so about 15 seconds. And the reason I'm bringing that up, by the way, is because your reload in Thunderer is so nice. You can afford to spam shells more often. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you would have been ready to shoot that Stalingrad. If you had shot that Thunderer immediately, you would have been ready to shoot that Stalingrad as well. Alright, here comes now, we see a Shimakaze there. I like the determination to shoot the Shima. Of course, go figure, he's out of view just when you're about ready to shoot. That's battleship life, baby. Oh, I forgot, by the way. I forgot I need to put a poll up. Give me a sec, guys. We gotta do a new poll. It's a battleship, so we have to guess. Does Gandalf have Deadeye? Vote now. Yes or no. You've seen a couple salvos. Here's where I think the big problem comes into play, Gandalf. Right here. You've got 6.9 seconds left until your guns are up. You've got a broadsiding Stalingrad there. To me, when I see this, I'm thinking, let's watch the Stalingrad. And there you look at him. And then, of course, they disappear.
I would just be spamming HE.
I would have shot him anyway. Never can tell, you might get a luck chuck shot on it.
I think you're zooming in and out too much. If you had stayed zoomed in, even if it's a couple seconds, you could still guess. Now here comes Thunderer.
We're not pinged and asked if we could relight the mid, and it didn't look like anybody was going to, so
right
back over here.
Right, and again, with Thunderer's reload, you can afford to do that and still accomplish what you're completing. You know what I mean? Or complete what you're trying to accomplish. Now, Stalingrad detected. Full broadside. You see him, and you take your eye off of him and focus on the Thunderer instead. I think that's the one mistake I was highlighting when we had our post-battle conversation.
So I think what made me want to take the shot at that Thunderer also was to get angled. in case he was firing at me rather than firing at K.
Yes, but a Thunderer shouldn't be shooting at you right now. If they're shooting at you, then that's simply because there's no better target to shoot at. Because the cruisers are the threat, always. They're priority number 1 to take down. So if that Thunderer is shooting at you, that's even better because your teammate is staying alive. Do you know what I mean?
What happened to Venezia?
Too close.
He got spotted.
You have a smoke, right?
I think he'd already used it. That's Special K. He's a pretty darn good Venezia player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he'd already used the smoke to get into position. Or I think he might have actually been starting to smoke when he died. No, he wasn't, because smoke still... No, smoke would have been gone by now. But K had realized...
Fired and was going to smoke and realized the Shima was already in smoke detection range.
Yeah. Kay realized he was dead as soon as that happened. He was turning back away and he said, I'm probably dead here.
Here, I'm really worried about that Thunder on F5.
Okay. So I'm pausing for a second because this is another part where if we were live, I would have told you to do something different. And I kind of started commenting a little bit, and I appreciate that you were listening and asking questions as we went through, because here's a good opportunity for you now. We lost K, but you still have that Stalingrad you have to deal with. And what if, right? If you had nailed that Stalingrad earlier, he might have gone defensive and he might not have shot at K. K might have lived, right? So just want to get that out of the way. You've got this Stalingrad here. You've got a Shimakaze over here. Now, if the Shimakaze wants to kill you, the Thunderer, with this island here, he's got 2 choices. One is to curve back towards your friendly Smaland, towards Winter. If he does, well, Winter can radar him and maybe dies to Stalin, but you're there to support, right? Or he has to go this way. If he goes this way to try to torp you, he's out of the game for quite a while. So this is an opportunity to slow down, to stop, and I would even argue reverse for a little bit. Now, you'll eventually do that, but I think it took a little while before you recognize this opportunity.
The stalling rod is too far forward. You need to take care of him too.
Exactly. So you're all guns on him. You're stopping. You're reversing. You're keeping full fire on him. Don't worry about the Shimakaze. The way with this last orientation, you've got at least 2 or 3 minutes before you have to worry about him and his torpedoes.
Why AP here?
I expected he was going to turn a little more, so I just wanted to, if he did turn in, to be able to just flap him right off the map.
He only has to angle to Ohio. There's not enough angle for that to happen.
I mean, that's why I switched right back.
Yep, I would agree. Like, get him on fire and keep him on fire. Like, that's what the Thunderer does best, right? Amongst other things.
Yeah, well, your goal is to make Stalingrad miserable.
Yep.
And I think here's when I probably should have told Winter to be a little more careful.
No, but Winter's doing okay. Like, he knows... His problem is he's within radar range of the Stalin, right? So the Stalin just has to radar and boom.
Well, Smaland doesn't care. Stalingrad gets 2 shots. He activates speed boost, dodges 2 shots, and he's on his way.
Right. Now here, you didn't turn to keep an angle with the Stalin, and as a result, you could only use your rear guns on him. I think it would have been worth it while to turn to get your guns onto him, even though that does mean that you are opening up a broadside to that Thunder a little bit more. Again, the Thunder doesn't care about you. The Thunder cares right now about the Smaland, who's currently detected. And even if he does Citadel, you look at how much damage that Thunder has healed up. That's what you did to him. You did a 42,000 salvo to him with 4 Citadels earlier. But he doesn't even look like he took much damage, does he?
He's been forced back because of the 40k salvo. That is still something.
True. Winner, unfortunately, gets stuck in a death spiral here, and he's pretty much dead. But Backwards is able to get the kill on him because it wasn't your shells that was causing, I think, the Stalingrad to go nose up. It was the threat of Winner's torpedoes that caused him to turn.
Why was Smaland turning in? He can easily survive that.
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Winner. Hey, Raven, how's it going? Yeah, it's great to see you too, my friend. Puddin', go ahead and get a shout out for Raven if you would, please.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Now here, again, you can still keep your guns on the target, and it felt like there's some indecision here. You should definitely be shooting the Shimakaze, there's no doubt about it. I'm not sure why you switched to the Thunderer there. Now your decision to move is helping in that you're going to dodge these torpedoes quite easily. There's 3 racks, so that means that the Shima obviously is possibly going to send a 3rd rack your way.
The Thunder's not a bad idea. Shima, no one else had a shot on Shima, and Thunder was getting quickly focused down. So basically just focus the target you can kill.
So we're on to some Thunder, so that's why that shot went to Thunder.
You're coming in kind of low.
I think we'd called focus on Thunder, so I just saved those shots and put them in Thunder.
I think you're right. At the time, I think that was the call. And Thunder, for some odd reason, is breaching himself here, so...
We still had Griefer, so I think we weren't super worried about the Shima.
Okay.
Yep. Once the Thunderer dies, then Shima has effectively no support.
There he goes. Alright, so let's...
Because isn't the Shima spotting for the Thunderer?
I mean, we were close enough that we're spotting ourselves.
Right. So I paused the map for a second. Let's take a look at the mini-map. In terms of board control, Kraken seems to be in the advantage here, right? We've got an Ohio, although Backwards is low, he's in the cap. Our Smaland, that's Griefer, is in the cap, and then we've got Lerp in the Venezia, who's kind of north of the cap right now, and you're off to the side here. Okay, you've got a Thunderer that is going to be threatening Backwards. You obviously have the Shimakaze and the Marceau to think about, and let's see what happens next.
Board position is more indeed precarious, because the Thunder should be able to focus down your Ohio. Petro should have shots as well. Shimakaze just suicided, so never mind.
That's the thing, right? Like, if that Shimakaze was a little bit more cautious and didn't get spotted right here, I would agree. This is actually a really bad position to be in. Now, Gandalf is near full health. He needs to get into the battle as quickly as possible.
No, he needs to stay as far away as possible so he can activate Deadeye.
Well, we don't know if he's got Deadeye yet. Although, those of you at home, once again, vote. Oh, wait, the vote came in. 20 people, 65% of you said, yes, Gandalf has Deadeye in this build. Gandalf, do you have Deadeye?
I do, in fact.
That is an accurate, that is an affirmative. Okay.
So why are you not on J10?
All the complaining on the forums maybe changed my plate.
Maybe he doesn't have the
understandable.
range mod.
Now,
Not that range mod.
look at Griefer just being a champ right here, holding down the left mouse button, knowing he's going to go down, but trading the Shimakaze as a result. Okay, now, I'm pausing it again. You've got a Thunderer coming your direction. Petro still kind of over there. Lerp with you, and there's a Marceau left. So it's 2 on 3. And there was a mention in the chat or in the voice comms about a ram. Ram is terrible here because that puts you at a significant disadvantage. Look at the Thunderer's position. He's coming right for you. So in this position, you have to be thinking, is he going to go for a ram? There's one thing that you could do differently right here. Right here, you could shoot him in the bow and try to get a fire. And the reason why a bow fire is helpful is because it blocks so much of your view of your screen when you're zoomed out, which comes in extremely handy if you're going to indeed try to joust or dodge someone who is intent on killing themselves by ramming you. Okay, now, you didn't do that, that's fine. Now's when you need to think, I gotta be prepped for a drive-by. And we said that in chat, we said you absolutely have to drive by this guy and you have to win the drive-by. If you ram him, it's probably a loss for our team. Okay? So let's talk about this. Look at Gandalf's turrets. Not where they should be. They should be 90 degrees from you or even back slightly. Okay? That Thunderer got greedy. He shot at the Divinity, he shot at Lerp, and then he decided, I'm going to come in for the ram now. And this is a big problem too. You start zooming in, and when you start zooming in, you lose a lot of your ability to see anything and the ability to hit something accurately. Fortunately for you, you got 4 citadels on the guy because Thunderer thinks, I don't know.
Well, enemy Thunderer just misplayed.
Totally
Pretty
misplayed.
badly.
Totally misplayed. He should have just gone for the ram. Ram secures the win for that team. Now, I commented to Gandalf, you're within torpedo range of the Marceau, so you need a turn. And even a slight turn, which is what Gandalf is doing right here, is going to be enough to dodge torpedoes from the Marceau.
Problem solved, sir.
Greed and misplaying. That's right, SF. That's right. Harley, why Thunderer over Conqueror? Because Thunderer has the ridiculous accuracy with its guns. And it's more maneuverable than the Conqueror. It's kind of got that Conqueror legendary module baked in to where the rudder shift is like very handy.
10 seconds, I think.
It also has improved, if I remember right, it's got improved repair party. Not anywhere near as good as Conqueror's, mind you. But it's still better than a standard, right?
Improved repair party is correct.
Yeah. Now look at this Petro just sitting here broadside to you. It's like, he's just asking to be killed right now, which is unfortunate for him because technically they could still win if their Marceau charged you. But the Marceau didn't charge. He just instead luck chucked and sat at max range.
That's a safe play. What Petro's doing is trying to suicide.
Yeah, Petro should be moving forward and bow in. Completely agree with you there. And Petro's taking the price for it, paying the price for it.
Basically, the way he's playing, I'm thinking that their Thunder is not the making the worst misplay.
So that was something I had mentioned to Gandalf, is that if the Petro is going to shoot AP at you, then why not angle to that, that AP, right? That bigger threat versus the Marceau behind the island. But now we get our death pick, guys. That's our first death pick of the stream.
The fancy ass camo too.
Well, yeah, and it was so funny when you're like, I'm like, why aren't you? Oh, look at the lighting. You're like, why aren't you using? I said, why aren't you using it? And you're like, I don't have that many flags left. I'm like, use the flags.
If it's clan battles, it's flag time, buddy.
Absolutely.
That's why you save the flags, is for a clan battle.
It's Griefer's fault. Thanks, Joey. Oh, look at that. You went through the And Lerp gets the torpedo kill on the Petro. And that pretty much seals the deal. Now it's a 1 versus 1. As Lerp says, pizza delivery. You're not wrong, my dude. Now, one thing I had mentioned to Lerp is he could smoke up here. And he could smoke up and turn towards the Marceau so that when his smoke is over, he's much closer to the Marceau. And Marceau, as you guys know, at long range is a pain in the butt to hit. Fortunately for Lerp, he gets some really good hits on the Marceau. And Lerp's like, yeah, I'm just going to keep driving straight. I'm like, okay, fine. Just kill. There it is.
I think we broke their spirit.
Yes, I think you're right. I think you're very right on that. But hey, I mean, it's a win, and a win is a win is a win, says Lovey Smith. So, you know, GG and stuff. You know, he had a great team when the lowest scoring player and team still had pulled out with 1100 XP. That's awesome, Deadeye. Cartane, just hit exclamation point ticket right now and see if it happens. Hey! SFNO! Cheers, dude! Firing off those 520s.
SFNL1 gifted Therial_I Duckman a subscription. SFNL1 gifted a tier 1 sub to Therial_I Duckman. They have given 64 gift subs in the channel.
Oh my god, 64 gift subs. I'm gonna do something special for you, SF. This is something I've been meaning to do for a while, and I keep forgetting to do it. What was that? That was 64,
That's
right?
a lot of subs.
That was 64 gift subs, yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a Hall of Fame panel.
Is it going to be gift sub MB?
Well, right now, he's the only one I know of that's gifted subs. So I'm putting him on there right now in the Hall of Fame, 64 subs. If you refresh the page and look down at the panel, you will definitely see SFNL is listed in my Hall of Fame. Yeah, Katarne, thank you. Sin in Style is here. Good. Congratulations on winning the CC container. Make sure you let us know what you win. This will be our last replay before we take a break for marbles and to figure out who's going to win that tier 6 ship. Actually, I wonder if I can build that out a little bit. Let's see. I can kill everything off except for subs. Island Cat. But I don't have the number yet. Okay. Take a look and see. 98. Yeah, I don't know what... I don't have the numbers anymore, unfortunately. But there's others who have gifted subs as well. So we'll keep the Hall of Fame going. And we'll see what happens, but yeah. I figure, you know, if they're going to gift subs, then they deserve to be recognized for that. So this is Emmanuel L, but which I don't remember off the top of my head what his Twitch name is, and I apologize for that. I would ping him totally if I remembered. But here we go with the Smaland, which doesn't really care about being detected.
That's weird, he's sitting still.
Duckman, I like how you call it a lootless stream.
Attention. Reporting the target's position.
Hello, Tipped Adam. I'm doing fine, thanks. How are you?
Well done, Commander.
Remind me, when is Smaland due to be removed from the shop?
Too popular.
When? I thought it was this patch.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're good at destroyers, then pick up Smaland. It'll make your ranked battles go a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm. Duckman says it's a stream where he doesn't get loot. F.
Well, for me, I'm going to take my Orkin into
Tier 8?
let's do my bronze.
Okay.
Because it's got radar.
15k coal. Nice job, Sin. Congratulations.
It's got radar, but tier for tier, Orkan's less powerful than Smaland.
True, but if you're doing bronze rank battle, you only have a choice of 8 or 9.
Right.
So why not take the black or a tier 9 destroyer?
I don't have a black.
Zardoz, it is difficult to part with that free XP until you realize that you're getting something that, one, is permanent on your account, and two, might very well never come again onto your account. Then to me it's an easy decision. Oh, and bonus, you get Steel because it's a tier 10. You get Santa's gift container for playing one game in it after you pick it up.
Okay, SAT, what tier 9 destroyer would you recommend take? Rank?
Hey, Sarah.
Into bronze?
Yeah.
Well, if you say bronze, then any destroyer works. If you want to make it faster, you can pick a tier 9 like Kitakazi. Most of the gunboats work. Jutland is okay, although she got like 50 million gun nerfs. Logador is fine as well.
How about the Fletcher?
Fletcher's... it's an average pick. Gunboats are more favored in the ranked meta because they can deal with other destroyers. And Fletcher doesn't hold up quite as well as the other gunboats.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Brown _2 is now following. Todd is now following.
All right, Hall of Fame has been updated slightly with some other people who have recently gifted subs. You get anxious about getting your Hayate. Deadeye Pete, you checked. Oh no, $50 to get doubloons to convert XP. Difficult ship to play, but rewarding when she delivers. That's very true. I'm not a huge fan of Hayate, but that's okay.
I'd much rather have Kitakazi than Hayate.
Yes. Yes.
In fact, actually, I did a side-by-side comparison of the Hayate and the Kitakazi, and for the most part, Kitakazi went out in everything but torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of sad.
It's very sad. But hey, you know what? It's a tech tree ship. It's a ship that you can get for free. That's okay.
And then Hayate makes you pay 2 million free XP for some reason.
And pain and suffering.
And 8k more doubloons if you want that black camo.
Hey, Medved! Medved with the resub. Thank you very much, man.
The only free XP chip I got was
subscribed for 5 months. Good to be back, and I sub to your Patreon page. Have a good night.
Oh my god, Medved, seriously? Dude, Medved! Medved, you get to you're the first person to sub on Patreon. Holy crap! Thanks,
long
man.
Have you had your Patreon?
Like 2 days? I just put it up. I wanted to see what we could do with it, and dude, Medved, thank you, man. That's awesome. All right, I have to figure all this stuff out, so I apologize if I'm a little slow on I'm making sure I get you your benefits. But yeah, dude, first. That's awesome. That is so cool. Oh, meanwhile, we can see that the Smaland just doing Smaland things here. Alright, so Medved went for tier 2. Medved, that means that you get a free cover my replay. Next, I would suggest you do it next patch. You can still do it now if you want to, but it's going to be hard to do that. And then I think, if I remember right, I said that I would also do a 1v1, one-on-one with you at some point. Like cover a replay off a stream. And I am very happy to do that. Let me just double check.
That's premium replay analysis.
So what I decided was and spicy sphincter, thank you for the follow, neat name. B Cup, I just started. There's a link to my Patreon right there, B Cup. Am I logged in? Okay. Yes. So tier 2, yes, I will do a one-on-one replay analysis and discussion as well off of stream. So, Medven, if you want that, just let me know, and I'd be very happy. You just email me the replay. We'll talk about a time that we could sit down and watch it together. I will be in my Discord, and I will stream it live just to you, and we'll go through it. And if you're okay with me recording it for YouTube purposes later, I can do that too. But that's awesome. Thank you so much, dude. And then at tier 3, I've done a ride along on stream. So basically, if you play the game, you stream it, and then I'll capture it and I'll put it up on stream here so we can all see it and talk. And that's kind of Gandalf, like what I was doing with you last night. You know, when I was commenting on what's going on and that sort of thing. And then tier 4 is all of that kind of stuff, but I also hang out for a session. So that could be like for clan brawl, like if somebody wants to stream and talk about stuff, then I'm happy to do that. Hell, I'll play with you as a mercenary too. I don't care. That'd be kind of fun. Taniv, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, like, I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of fun to get a Patreon going and do some crazy stuff with it. You got a Smaland replay. Okay, sounds good, Medved. Ooh, is there one you want me to cover today on stream? It's fine if that's the case. Okay, I can do that. We'll do that today.
I like how you left your Kurfurst to die out there.
Medved, it's today or bust because of the patch coming on Wednesday. So if you want me to cover the Smaland replay, I'll do it, no problem. If you'd rather I cover a different replay next patch cycle, that's fine. I can do that too. And cheers, man. Today it is. All right. So Medved, if you don't mind, what we'll do, because we're getting close to 5 o'clock, we'll do our last marbles race. Figure out who's gonna win the Mysore, and then we'll get to your replay. Tipped Adam, it's been a while. No worries, dude. Thanks for coming back and saying hi. Hope you're having a good Sunday, dude. Oh, Iowa. Hi, Stevie. All right, Stevie's back. Let's get the laugh cam going.
I would have just radared to Iowa right there. You have 4 charges and only 8 minutes to use it.
That's a good idea there. Good call, SAT.
I'm surprised he hasn't kept that radar on full.
There's no destroyers to shoot at.
Let's see, lap cam. Stevie's looking the other way from you guys right now.
Well, you don't have to save your radar for just yourself. You know, if there's somebody else that could be using that radar too.
Yeah, but I find that other people are not as good at shooting destroyers as I am. So I'll keep the radar for myself.
Well, if you're in a clan battle, then you know your voice comment and talking.
Yeah, then I would keep it for myself because my teammates are trying to steal my damage.
Duckman Stevie does generate sparks sometimes. At this one time I zapped him by bonking him on the nose with my nose. It was fun. Easy peasy, 207k damage. And you're still not clearly winning the game. So that happened. Here, Stevie. Let's flip you around. So you can say hi to chat. Don't worry about play just yet, guys. We haven't started that yet. But I think it's awesome that we can do this as a totally fun way to give away a ship now, or other big ticket item on stream. Next weekend, next Sunday, is my birthday. I turned 40. I'm getting scared just thinking about that.
Oh, poor baby. He turned 40.
But we're going to be giving away a Fen Yang, a tier 8 premium ship.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. Alright, now, radio location is telling you exactly where that Summers is. Oh, Zorgi, you're also going to turn 40, huh? Nice. Yeah, Sarah the kitty. Isn't he cute? He's my boy. Your 39th was much more worrisome than the 40th? Okay. I hope everything's alright. And look, you get to press your I win button. There it is. And look at the Summers just, yeah. He's gonna hit the border. Aim left. Oh, doesn't matter. Very nice job. A year and 2 weeks till you're 40, huh, Tipped? Nice. 40th is okay, says Rage. 60th was the worst. Don't ask me how I know. You had a magical moment the hour you turned 40. Coughlin. Wow. Sea Weaver, you're 65. That's okay. Oh.
Engine boost activated.
I think Stevie wants food. Because he's not interested in his bed. Usually he's interested in his bed after he's on my lap. Harley. Wow, you're almost 40 as well. That's awesome. I didn't realize we were that close in age. That's awesome. Summer's worth of steal for a random player. Meat Piman, yes. Yes. And a third yes. Get the Summers if you can. Things went downhill
And
at
if you
45.
can't get the Summers, get the Austin.
That's what I'm saving my steel for. I changed my mind on getting the FDR. I'm going to get the Austin.
Well, Austin will be replacing the Summers when she comes out.
But what is the cost of it going to be? Is it going to be the same price, or is it going to be a Stalingrad?
It'll probably be more expensive because it's a cruiser, not a destroyer. And wargaming typically makes cruisers more expensive than destroyers.
Well, true. What's the Stalingrad was?
So, Summers goes for about 25k. Bourgogne goes for about 30k.
Mm-hmm. So 27.5.
And also, don't forget about your coupon too. 25% off the resources.
Mm-hmm.
Just spend it on Charleston.
Engine boost deactivated.
My God.
You so silly.
So, despite all of this carrying you've done, you're still technically not winning. Although that Holland is pretty much dead.
Not carrying hard enough.
Never mind. Oh, God. Double never mind.
Oops.
This is why you never declare victory until you see the victory screen. A very nice trio you didn't know before played a gig that hour, and they, as a collective, went by the same name as someone very dear to you who had died unexpectedly about 10 years earlier. Didn't put the name to shame either. I kept in touch with them since. That is awesome, Coughlin. That is really cool. Plymouth is 27k. Yeah.
This one is still a win. The Holland has no HP to fight, and Jutland loses against the Smaland.
Prince Eugen for the first time, Kraken, double strike, close quarters expert, and you lost. Oh, Meat, don't worry about losing, dude. You won. You won 1, 2, 3 sets of flags.
3 flags is a win any day.
Oh god, yes. And by the way, that is very true, SAT, although you don't know if the Holland will use a heal between then and now, right?
He can, but he'll heal up to about 4 or 5k at most. It's really the torpedoes you're worried about.
Like the first set that just got luck chucked?
He only can heal for, at the most, what? Just under 2k, right?
He heals for about roughly 4k a heal.
That's with the flag.
Yep. And this is already 1 minute. You're at the last minute, so he would have popped a heal by now.
Now you're detected, so here's the radar, and it's the Jutland. And the Holland. Holland is behind the cap. Or behind the island. Okay. And didn't heal, so he's full. He's out of heals. And he's...
Make sure to compliment both destroyers for throwing.
Oh my god, yes. And by that, SAT is basically saying there was no need for both of them to push in like this. They could have just kind of sat out and back, especially with 24 seconds left in the game. Oh, dude, you gotta go. You gotta go. Get in there. Get in there. 17 seconds.
Harder.
Yeah, this was a misplay. You needed to YOLO that one.
It might still happen. You found him. You found him. This is why high DPM ships are better than low DPM ships. No, left, 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 left.
The other left.
Left, left, left. Oh, oh my god.
Your other left, dude.
Oh my god, that was close.
Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and thermonuclear devices, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, that's destroyer instinct to turn out like that, and that's what costed him that win. And the rest of his team.
I was just about to say, and the rest of his team. Oh my god, solo loser. Alright guys, we're moving to taking flight number 2. Get ready. Get ready. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna hit, I'm gonna hit join, and I'm gonna start my countdown. We got 3 minutes to go. Take a look at this map. Oh, this is the one. Yeah. Okay, so you come down the giant Plinko board, come through here, and then you've literally got this airfield you fly through. And then get airborne. This is a pretty wonkadoo map. Alright guys, I'm gonna run a 3-minute ad and we will be right back.
More dirty water?
Yes.
Yes, the water. The water.
That's right.
Fire. Bad fire. I'm now grinding the Russian battleship.
Oh, there you go.
Kill me now.
Which one are you doing?
The Sinop. I sent a replay in for the Sinop. And yes, I actually spent 1,500 gold on a Dasha. Why? Because it's Russian. No, it's not bad. It's not a bad battleship. It does definitely have to. I'm having to learn to play battleships a little different with the limited number of damage cons.
Which battleship?
The Sinop.
Sinop is slightly broken.
Yeah, broken in a bad way. Yeah. How would you play it? Because I've been playing it more of a close-up battleship.
In ranked. Just play it in ranked and earn your earn your easy star or save your star.
Tier 7 is Tier 7 allowed in ranked?
Whenever Tier 7 ranked seasons roll around.
Right. But I'm grinding through it to get the Vlad. And so I'm asking you, SAT, because you're an extremely experienced player and seem to be extremely knowledgeable. How would you play a Sinop trying to grind through them?
It's pretty typical to the other Russian battleships. You want to get in relatively close, not too early, or otherwise you'll just use up all your. Otherwise, you'll just get burned down too quickly. Like, for ships that like to get close, you just want to make sure before you go in, you thin out the opposition, and then that's when you go in, you push in and abuse your close range strengths to your fullest.
Sort of like similar to playing secondary, but being cautious before you decide to go charging in.
Mm-hmm. It's a similar idea. Secondary battleships, of course, rely more on secondaries, and then Sinop you just beat everyone with your main guns.
That's why that's why I'm thinking that's how I'm playing it right now, is trying to start off a little bit because its range is only 15.8, and my detection's 13.1, so it's kind of like, well, might as well. Let's go in.
Is it 15 with the range upgrade?
No, I'm not running the range upgrade because I don't get it doesn't have the slot availability for range. That's only 9 and 10 that gets the range, gets the 6th slot.
I'm talking about something different. Like, is it
system.
stock range or is it fully upgraded?
It's stock range. It's not fully upgraded because I haven't bought the range up yet.
That's gonna be your next purchase then.
Yes, since I already bought the hull.
Look at this. Terrace Mark is in first place now. Oh, wait. Medved just took the lead. There's Medved.
In addition to her guns, Sinop's armor is also very strong.
Is now following.
I seem to be doing pretty good on it whenever I'm under 13k in rank, my target.
Accuracy-wise, the Soviet battleships follow a different dispersion pattern. Under 14 kilometers, they're more accurate. And then, so you're correct. Once they go past the 14 kilometers, they scale worse.
Right.
Think of it as a reverse Japanese battleship.
Well, yeah, or the reverse of the Conqueror. The farther away you are, the better you're hitting.
All right. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Conqueror follows the standard battleship dispersion formula.
Well, it's better disbursement than the American battleships. Just take forever for the shells.
All right. Puddin', are you still around? Medved, congratulations on the win. Let's take a look at our Grand Prix. Oh, no.
Oops.
And of course, we have a tie for first place.
And you don't have 2 ships, do you?
And I do not have 2 ships to fight. So here's... Well, we'll have
Runoff?
We'll have to do a runoff.
Playoff.
How are we going to do this?
Have them to do a marble game.
Whoever donates to your Patreon first wins.
Lol. Let's see what it does here. I've never done this before, so let's check it out. Felipe came in 3rd. Snow Mongoose 2nd. And... interesting. What happened to... Skyring was ranked... What? How does this work?
It appears different tracks give you different points for a win.
Oh, okay.
Rigged.
So the last track was worth 20 points for a win. He only raced in one race, so it must have been that track was worth more points for a win. Because the other ones won tracks as well.
Rigged.
Oh man.
That is very
So-
interesting.
They're different tracks are definitely worth different points.
That is interesting. All right, I just screenshotted this. Let's take a look. Let's see if that's the case. Let's go to race, and let's go to Grand Prix for a second. I don't see any point values here.
Either that, or it's different races in the series are worth different points, because they're worth more as you get towards the end.
That I could totally see.
Which is because, like, I think Snow Mongoose won the first one, didn't he? And he got the least points for the win. Or is it Skyring that got on the first one and he got the least points?
It might have been Skyring that won the first one. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
because he got I think he got 14 for the win, and that was reduced.
Yeah.
Or it could be the number of players of races that I've just seen in the chat as well.
Classic, that's a good point too. Medved, what do you mean I give my prize? What do you mean by that? Are you gonna...
He's claiming.
What did we do before the internet? I have no idea.
Why don't you just take all the ones that won a race and then just roll them off against each other in a race on their own?
I could do that, but that would require everybody staying out.
that is very true.
That one. Oh, Medved is gonna give it to Skyring? Seriously, Medved? You don't have to do that. It's extremely nice of you because you participated in one and he was here for 4 races.
Could do it by dice roll.
I can manually to them. Oh, okay, thanks, Boromir. Well, if you want to give it up, Medved, I'll honor that. If you want to give it to Skyring, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. This is my first time doing this, guys, so like I've this is all brand new to me. Okay. All right, Medved, dude, you are an awesome person. You are an awesome person, and you saw my team the other night in Clan Battles, Iron. That's awesome. And Skyring is like yet another premium ship. Cha-ching! Now, Skyring, that does mean that you have to get with Puddin, and Puddin will input your information under the Mysore giveaway, and you'll of course have to send in a replay as well. It does, Kerensky. It does seem kind of interesting, doesn't it? It's very interesting. Alright, well, Medved, here's your game in the Smaland that you redeemed. He's giving away the ship he didn't... I don't know. I'm just going by what the game posted. And like I said, I've never seen this before. But like you guys said, it could be worth more points later. I didn't pay attention to that. So that could be the case. It could also be based off of the number of people that entered in. So that's a possibility too. I don't know. But hey, at least it was a lot more fun than just hitting exclamation point ticket and having some bot grab it, right? Taniv, thank you for the follow. Squall, thank you as well. And John Rambo, thank you for the follows, guys. Don't worry, we are going to still give away one more code today. Puddin', if you would, please, let's give away a CC container. You got 20 points in the first race. So how do we end up with that? How do we end up with 14 points total then?
Rigged.
I am extremely confused. And yes, Medved's been falling for a while. You won the first game in 12th, died in the third, and finished way back in the last 4th. Okay. Terra's Mark, it doesn't look like it does. I'm looking, I'm trying to figure that out, but I don't want to do a disservice to Medved either.
Engine boost activated.
This is a very forward position for Medved right now. Very forward position. Training room shit out for a prize. That'd be funny on 13. I'll have to keep that in mind. You made it through heart surgery, Iron. I'm so glad to hear. Oh, okay. Second run, 3 months, you go in again. Wow.
Engine boost deactivated.
Well, I hope everything goes okay for you, man. Maybe a little bit of coordination might help.
Team play.
Right? Totally team play right there.
Yeah. It's adrenaline rush, isn't it?
That's true. That is true. That is true. Nice torpedo hits on the Vermont. Do Stevie pets get discounted on Black Friday? Artemis Borgen, that's an idea. I've never thought about that. You gave your prize because you know you will not shine on this replay. You have to balance your karma sometimes, lol. I'm just shocked that nobody else went for that cap on the enemy team. Sashio, yeah, Sashio and Gearing spotted. Oland is, yeah. Well, you guys are doing okay on score. If the Vermont comes down the channel, this is going to be hilarity. And Yoshima Kaze is going to get himself detected and force the Vermont probably to turn away. We'll see. Yep, he's turning away as soon as he's detected. I don't know that I agree with his decision to pop out like that, but okay.
You should at least try to look where the guns are pointed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Olin detected, now coming back to help against the Shimakaze. Bypass started then, back for extra stints. Next install defib, have external... Wow. Dude, Iron, that's a lot of work, man. I hope you end up okay. And there goes Arch. Totally expected that. I mean, what else is gonna happen, right? But hello. Never mind. Arch survived that?
Are
Survived
you
the
in
Vermont.
Jesus? That was RNGesus for you.
I mean, he is a destroyer and Vermont gets one shot. It's actually hard for a battleship to chunk a destroyer that much.
I don't know. I was.
I might argue that point with you, but it depends on if the battleship's shooting HE and if he gets enough shells on him. I've hit destroyers for 10k before.
Yeah, but he has his back guns only. Vermont did hit him for about 7k.
Yeah.
And then Olin decided to be a paid actor and never use his guns.
Yep.
Actually, that means the replay's broken because the Japanese destroyer used his guns and the non-Japanese destroyer did not use his guns.
Call hacks.
Rigged.
And now we have what we always have, which is long range HE spam. I keep firing though. It's just secondaries. You don't need to worry about them.
He's not German.
It is German.
It's very German.
Iron,
Still,
keep
doesn't
fighting,
matter.
man.
It's secondaries.
Keep fighting, Iron.
It's still secondaries. It doesn't matter.
You're not worried about German secondaries at this range unless you're a battleship.
Alright, now hear me out. At this point, you've got 10 people on your team, and they have 6 on theirs. This is the part where you pay back your division mate for hitting you with torpedoes earlier. Just saying.
Just team kill him right now. He's on a couple hundred health.
Just do it.
I second that. He also stole your kill.
Yeah.
It's not stealing a kill. It is ensuring that your enemies all are dead.
Kill secured.
Duckman, that's some very wise words of wisdom there in chat. Bye, Prue.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
Alright, clean up aisle 5 now. Although you're still detected by something, so Gearing or Sashio are in your area. You were thinking about that during the game? Medved, I would totally be thinking about that too. Like, you are no longer useful for me. Goodbye. Boom.
Your usefulness has ended, and so has yours. Life.
Actually, Shimakaze can be useful one more time. Have them open fire, then the enemy destroyer will shoot at him, and then you then you shoot back at the destroyer. That way, you save a charge on your radar.
Yep. Now we were doing that all night the other night in Kraken with clan brawls. Like as soon as the victory was all but assured, we made it hard mode for whoever was trying to kill that last person. We all just opened up on him. Just great. I got to teabag some of my div mates. That was awesome. Activate order 66. Yes, activate order 66. Oh no, you're detected! Quick, hit your I win button. There it is. Oh, hey, winning.
We sometimes do that in divisions to each other.
But see, the thing is, in clan battles, you can't turn pink. You get the warnings in chat, but you can't turn pink, and you don't have any team kill penalties. So it's like game on, you know.
Yeah, but we still do it in random to each other just for kicks and giggles. Because it's funny.
There was one game I think I actually did more damage to my teammate than I did to anybody on the enemy team. That felt good. Oh, use your engine boost, by the way, Medved. There you go. You should have used it earlier when you were engaging with that gearing, but that's okay. Oh, look, the Grozovoi wants to die now, too. Oh, you lost your division mate. No!
Good.
Ooh,
Goodbye.
good.
Happy trails, mate.
Republic says lasted longer than I thought. All right, buddy. John Rambo with the follow. I forgot to thank you, I think. Thank you very much for the follow. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at a very interesting situation. I've gotten through all of the replays that I set aside. I still have a ton of replays available, don't worry. And we've gotten through all the Cover My replays. So that's awesome. Now, yes, speak up. We could definitely do 1 or 2 more replays. But one thing I need to do, though, is talk a little bit about the clothes that I've been wearing. This is the sponsored part of the stream. Triarch, did you where did you?
He did it like 2 hours ago.
Oh my god, dude! Seriously? What was the replay, Triarch, for Z46? All right. See that if I don't respond, just say something so I can make sure that I get it. So did I download that one? So we'll talk a little bit about some clothing and stuff, and then we'll move from there. This is Canada, is that? Yes. All right, Triarch, we'll do yours in a moment, okay? All right. So anyway, so I just want to talk real quickly about the about Fabletics and what I've gotten as a result of being a part of the ambassadorship, and kind of share a little bit about my experience, and then we'll move on from there. I'm wearing Fabletics clothing today, and it's nice, it's fun, it's comfortable. I enjoy it quite a bit. But I wanted to talk to you guys real quick, and if you do, I think it's !Fabletics. Is it Fabletics or Fabletics Men? Maybe it's Fabletics Men. It's such a long. There it is. Boom. That link will take you right to a store page, and we'll talk about that in a second. One of the things that they've got that's kind of interesting is something called a VIP membership. That's something that you buy into, and it gives you access to special things. It also counts as a discount towards making purchases, and all that good stuff. So give me a sec. Let's talk a little bit about that, and then we'll get back to replays, and we'll finish off the stream, okay? So give me about 5 minutes. I don't need much time. All right, here we go.
You made it. You're here. You're ready to join my crew and be a Fabletics Men member. You'll get 50, 60, even up to 70% off the world's greatest activewear every day. First crack at our latest drops, member-only sales, member-only gear, cash rewards. How can we give you all of this? Well, it's because of our amazing VIP membership program. It's next level, fellas. When we talk about feeling that F on your chest, well, that's our membership that you're feeling. Now, here's how our membership works. Every month, you have the option to shop our newest gear or skip the month. If you don't shop or skip, you'll be charged $49.95 for a VIP member credit. When you shop with credits, you'll get the world's best activewear for the lowest possible price. Hey, don't want to buy a new credit this month? Fine. No judgment here. Just go to Fabletics.com, click on Skip the Month, and you won't be charged. That's it. You can skip as many months as you like. You'll still get all the benefits of being a member. This is a low-pressure situation, fellas. There is no commitment to buy, ever. You use your credits whenever you want. You can get new gear at the end of every month, or you can save up your credits and get a whole new wardrobe whenever you want. It's up to you. Now, here's 2 things that we won't do. We'll never ship you anything that you didn't order. And we'll never lock you into your membership. We are not pushy like that. Now, if you have wanted to end your membership, would it hurt my feelings? Yes, of course it would. But we would still be good, and we would make cancellation easy. And guess what? You would always be welcome to come back. One thing, if you cancel, you will lose any saved up credits. So make sure you spend those first. But we believe that you'll always want to be a member of our Fabletics Men crew. So do me a favor, get ready. Get ready to look good, feel good, and to put a F on your chest.
All right, so, am I trying to sell you stuff? No. No. My job as a content creator is to basically talk through and make sure people are aware of, oh, that was big, of what's available. So that's, yes, it is Kevin Hart. So one of the things about being sponsored as a streamer, of course, is they of course want you know, their brand recognized and out there. So I just wanted to share with you guys what VIP means for Fabletics, and let's talk a little bit about their website itself, and you know, go from there. And then we'll get back into replays. So literally like a few minutes. All right, guys. So once again, the link is there. Oops. Fabletics Men. I always mess those two up because Fabletics has a female line. It's been going on for a long time. I talked to my wife about that. She's very familiar with Fabletics and was interested to know that there was a men's line that was being formed. So the one thing about Fabletics is that their clothes are meant to be more for active wear, and it's designed to be really good quality clothing. I'm just gonna say this. I feel really damn good in these clothes. The hoodie is very comfortable. I'm gonna stand up for a second. I want to just point something out to you guys. I'm a short Asian dude, and my sleeve almost comes to about here, and that's about it. Most clothes that I wear, my sleeves come out to about there. I've got a World of Warships hoodie that sticks out to like that. So like it feels extremely comfortable for that alone. The pants that I'm wearing, the sweatpants I'm wearing are quite nice. These are, I think they're called After Show. Let's see. This is what I've got. The post game hoodie is the top. That's what I've got right now. So if I wanted to be a Sith Lord, I do have a hood I can pull up. If I go to bottoms and I switch over to pants, it's gonna load up. Where is it? The post game jogger. And that's the pant that I have right now. And it's really nice. Again, I'll stand up for a second. I'll show you guys. There's my leg. Sexy, huh? But I've never had pants that actually have a tapered leg to them, which is kind of funny. But the material actually kind of like stretches a little bit and stuff. So it like feels pretty damn nice. Shadow Secrets. It feels pretty nice. Now, their site, like you saw in the video, it's all about joining their VIP membership. When you do that, you pay, what was I think $49.95 a month, but that goes on as credit to you. It's designed to encourage you to spend money with them, right? You get $49.95 in credits, and then you go and you spend that money on, let's say you wanted to buy that post-game jogger. Well, now it costs you $10 to buy it. Instead of $54.95. Okay, that's the idea behind the VIP program. Is it worth putting money towards? I don't know. It's up to you. So far, I've been pretty happy with quality, and I'll talk more about that next week on my birthday stream. But you know, and I don't know anything about their underwear. Sorry, guys, they didn't send me any underwear. But I do have a couple of other clothing items that I get to. Why am I getting a quiz? Why am I getting this? I don't want to build my profile. Just let me shop for your stuff already. All right. So, anyways, I have shorts that I've tried on, and I actually tweeted out a picture of me in a pair of shorts, which was weird for me because it's the first ever shorts that I had that had a line in them, which felt really weird at first, but it was kind of nice. In addition to that, they've sent me another top that I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about probably next stream. And that would be a short sleeve t-shirt. I think it's the training day tee. And I think they sent it to me in this blue color. That's what I took a picture of and posted. What about socks? I'm sure they've got socks. I don't know. And then they sent me a white t-shirt. Now, I don't know about you guys. I'm not one for white t-shirts. I think they sent me the training day tee. But I don't see it. That doesn't look white to me. No, that's Horizon Blue. But they sent me a white t-shirt underneath this, and I'm not a big fan of white t-shirts, because I don't know, there's something about white shirts and then getting them wet just doesn't look. I don't know. But in the end, they sent me some articles of clothing. I'm trying them on, and I'm talking about the experience. And so far, it's positive. But unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to really put them to the test and wreck them. But you know, we'll see what I can do over the course of this week. I normally bike to school, and unfortunately, the weather's been so damn cold that I haven't been able to bike to school. It's like -12 outside. And I can't bike in that. My limit is 10 degrees above zero. When I get to 10, I will, I'm happy to bike. So
Is
that's...
that not counting all the snow?
I'm sorry, what?
Don't you have all that snow too?
Yeah, that's not a big deal. The shoulders are typically cleared. It's not that bad. Although, yes, if it does snow, I don't bike. And if it's like the day after it snows, I don't bike either, right? But, hey, Deadliest. But anyways, yeah, so I'm hoping to bike. Again, a week from today, sadly, is the next opportunity I'm going to have to bike. Because it's just so damn cold outside. So I tweeted out a picture of me on the elliptical. I guess I'll do it again later on. I'll check it out. I'll try it out. But my hope is to talk about performance of the clothing on the next stream, and then finish it off on the final the 28th, talking about like things that I might pick up and stuff like that on the site. But you don't bike below freezing. Ice and bikes don't mix. Glacial, that is true. That's true. At least in my area, most of the shoulders are cleared, so I'm okay. Do I use studded tires in winter? No, I just have wide tires, relatively wide tires, but they don't have studs or anything like that, and it works fine for the shoulders. If I get some areas that have ice, that just kick over into the lane and hope to God nobody hits me. So yeah, biking on ice is not good. So yeah, but fortunately for me, we have salt, and salt has cleaned away all the ice in our area. It's just cold right now. So I'm hoping to get into that, but we'll see. It is what it is. So all right, does anybody have any questions about Fabletics at all before we move on to our at least maybe last replay or second to last? When you lived in Madison, people would use studded tires in the winter. I could see that, Glacial. Aren't you in Detroit or Michigan, Glacial, now? All right, seeing as no questions, we're going to move back to talking about the reason you are all here, covering replays. Thanks for sticking around. Ann Arbor. Okay, nice. Thanks for sticking around. I'm not trying to sell stuff to you, but at the same time, guys, when streamers get sponsored, we are required to at least talk about what's going on and how things work. And one thing I do like about this brand so far is when I've talked with them, they want me to be genuine. They want me to talk about what works, what doesn't work, and they want me to share my experience. And that's it. They're not asking for me to do a whole ton of other stuff on top of it. I'm sure you've seen other streamers where they just keep shoving stuff in your faces. Okay? I don't want to do that. So I did my 5 minutes. I hope it was 5 minutes. I did my talk. You guys took a look at it. Duckman, dude, I shop. My wife shops at Kohl's for me. Most of my clothes are from Kohl's or from Walmart. And I gotta say, the stuff that I'm wearing right now, it feels better, to use a certain CC's comments, right? But it really does feel better. I can't. It's hard for me to really enunciate like what's different about it, but the clothes, the fabric just feels softer. It stretches, so if I move like this, it actually stretches here. The stitching on it looks top notch, like absolutely top notch. Here, I don't know how else to say it, but it's just, let's put this over my face. There we go. It's just it feels like really good quality clothing. And for the money, it better be, right? Because it's more expensive than Walmart and Target and Kohl's. So I'm right there with you about that. But I've been pretty surprised so far. I've been pretty happy with that. Most of your clothes are from Goodwill, Vladeshi? Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, at Goodwill, you can find some really kick-ass clothing.
Oh, yeah. Artemis, wait till you try quality underwear. I like that thought, Artemis. I like that thought a lot. I like that thought a lot.
Ultimately, I'm just confused at the names of these shops you're bringing up.
I'm confused too, and I'm sure there's, well, is there Fabletics in the UK?
I've never heard of them.
They're probably under a different name. Oh, you've got incoming fire alert, Treyarch?
It's like Walmart.
Deadliest, our death pick harvest is at 1 right now. Treyarch, why are you not smoking? Very late on that smoke.
Are you out of cigarettes? Do you need a water?
He didn't dodge correctly.
No, he didn't. He took a lot of hits there. Deadliest? Sure, I do. It's a 1-pointer. Okay, I got it. Personally, I would go with preventative maintenance over incoming fire alert, but okay. Radar by the Riga.
I'd have kept my 1 point.
I'd fire at a captain.
Isn't Treyarch part of the 07? Yeah, he is. He's part of the 07 environment, isn't he?
You're correct.
Ecosystem, whatever you want to call it.
The 07 family.
Family can work.
07 community, I guess, would be the most correct term.
There you go. Big fan, by the way.
The 07 Federation.
Does incoming fire alert put up red arc to indicate direction? No. It literally flashes here, incoming, and that's all you see. So you have no idea that it's coming. So.
It's like the adage, if you're a destroyer, you're detected, somebody should be shooting at you.
There it is right there. See, incoming, that's it. Unfortunately, you didn't time your smoke right, so now you get to be detected for a while. Oh, look, a naked Soyuz. And you've decided to shoot him because he's naked. Let's see how this goes. Personally, I wouldn't be doing this.
Remind him of his folly.
Personally, I wouldn't do this. Personally, looking at the Riga and Alsace, I'd curl south and get to a point here where I can torpedo the Soyuz from the back. And if I run into the Z-46, all the better. All right, all right.
He's farming a Soyuz for more damage, so I don't see a problem here.
All right, Deadliest. Let's get you that replay. He is farming.
Radio location is a white indicator.
Yes.
Art. And then it also tells the person being radio located that you've been position spotted.
Yep. But yeah,
Not spotted. Your general direction is known to the enemy.
Generally speaking, I don't know that I like the decision to move north here. I think you had a really good opportunity to continue to move south and be a pain in the butt. Oh my god.
He's probably worried about getting torped.
You already have main battery loader? Holy crap.
That's why you shoot Soyuz. 100 hits is easy.
Guys, what I'm talking about here is you when you get... Is it 100 ribbons? Maybe it's 100 ribbons.
It's just 100 ribbons.
Yeah.
It's 100 hit ribbons.
Yeah, hit ribbons. There you go. But now his Treyarch's reload is decreased by like 10% if I remember right.
It should be 8%.
Is it 8? Okay.
Chaos Templar 82 is now following.
Chaos Templar, thank you for the follow. Treyarch's is 140. Thank you guys. I can't remember all this little stuff that Wargaming likes to put out. Why can't they use full round numbers?
Spreadsheets uses decimals. That's probably why.
Now you could torpedo the Alaska here, by the way, but instead
But they
you're
also
gonna...
say too that the spreadsheets say that the CVV work, everybody likes it.
Ah.
If you engineer the sample, then yes.
So
If you're smoking the good stuff that Wargaming is giving out, of course you like the CVV.
Just jump on their bandwagon.
I'm
Give me the
impressed.
old RTS style CV.
I mean, you are extremely lucky that that destroyer just killed himself and almost killed the Alaska, so you could kill him.
Yeah, but he stole all the damage.
Yep.
Alaska is easy damage for Z46 because of her 27mm plating. Z46 get 32mm, 32 HE pet.
Because it's 1/4.
Mm-hmm. And that's why he's farming Alsace now.
Oh yeah. Alsace is 32mm armor all around. So as long as he doesn't hit the turrets or the conning tower, that's a penetration. Now, I might recommend to Treyarch to use his Hydro here, just in case he gets detected, just in case he gets torped by the enemy Zed. You saw a yellow one.
You should have kept firing until he was dead.
That's right. Playing a lot of ops, and damn, those low-tier German battleships without turret face armor. That's true, Deadliest.
A good reason to strafe the ship and try to set both ends of the ship on fire.
Yep, I'd use engine boost here. Get moving. Get closer to the enemy, but also make it harder for those secondaries to hit you.
Time to do the hippie shake.
You're up against a Z44, which is even more hilarious.
Until he suicides.
Yeah, in front of the Brindisi, apparently.
He wanted to get back to port sooner.
He was at full HP when he ran into Brindisi. And the Brindisi only gets 6 guns. I guess it's not bad.
Now, just to point out, a Z46 has its business in the back for turrets. So changing directions is going to take a little bit extra time for the Z46 if you're talking about your DPM. And your team is, well, you've got a Jean Bart chasing an Alaska over at A, so that's happening. Oh, well, detected is there because that's something that happens normally, and then if you're being shot at, it flips from detected to incoming. That's what IFHE does, or incoming fire alert does. IFA. Here it is. Boom, incoming, and no longer.
And if you have priority target, there's a little circle with the number of people targeting you.
Well, right up here, yes. But that doesn't tell you how many people are shooting at you. It just tells you how many people. It just tells you when you're being shot and how many people are actively targeting you with their guns. Nice stop and smoke. I'll bet that Z44 wishes he was in a Z46 right about now because he could hydro you back.
He didn't pay for his hydro.
The hydro tax.
God. Remember when Remember when Belfast was a thing and there was pay to use HE? Hi, Stevie. Stevie is back, but I don't know what he wants. He probably wants food again. Is this DPM Z46? It seems like it.
It is 1 point captain Z46.
And B Cup, yes, I do have a Shikishima replay set for our final replay. Oh, no, wait, Deadliest used to cover my replay. We'll do Deadliest, and then we'll see if we can get to that Shiki.
I don't recall IFA ever giving you an indicator where the shells are coming from.
No. No. If you get hit, it tells you where they came from, but that's about it. That's normal. That's not specific to incoming fire alert.
All right, let me say something in chat. Hold on. There, I said it correctly.
Shane won. Nice.
Well, Puddin says, say something. Well, okay, here. Something. That's what you're supposed to say, right?
What?
Isn't that the magic word?
You said it before before putting ask you to say something, so it doesn't count.
Ismir
find
underscore
it.
84 underscore bar is now following.
Catnapping in progress.
Catnapping, you've got to believe it. He was like, no, no, and I'm like, I'm here. And
Putting asked you to say something chat, not something now.
Ismir, thank you very much for the follow. And Stevie's like, nope, nope, that's not what I want you, human. I want you because I think he's hungry.
There.
That's better.
If we're going to be doing it by the
book.
phonetically, if we're going to be arguing phonetics,
Semantics, here we go.
That's right.
I don't even know what
there you
this
go.
was for. And thank you very much.
High caliber.
Gegnerisches Schlachtschiff zerstört.
Lutyens is really powerful in a destroyer, and I think you guys are seeing that here. But Lutyens
The
is
reload buff.
Lutyens is great everywhere, right? He's great in carriers. He's great in cruisers. He's great in destroyers. He's okay in battleships, because in battleships it's really secondary focus, and that's just not. We talked about it before on stream. It's just kind of okay.
It's not in meta at the high tiers.
Right. Or competitive. Which competitive doesn't matter because you're in training rooms or client battles anyway, which Lutyens doesn't proc for that, so.
Witherer.
That's just dirty. 232,000 damage, guys.
And just now got the Witherer.
Mm-hmm.
The German line's very strong. Mainly the Z40.
Dirty.
You can't lose with 128s, let me tell you.
All it took was a simple change from 1/6 to 1/4 pen for her HE shells.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Made farming a whole lot easier.
Oh god, yes.
Well, everything a lot easier. Like if it was the old Z46 before the HE change, you would not be able to do this. The game would have been over a long time ago.
Gegnerisches Schlachtschiff versenkt.
But instead, now you get to YOLO in Alaska.
That's always a fun move.
I would have actually just kept backing up instead. Have the
Mhm.
Alaska focus on you, not the rune.
I agree. Oh, he's using Asian Lantern too, camo.
Alaska?
Yeah.
Okay, he deserved to die.
There it is, for the Kraken.
Wir haben einen gegnerischen Kreuzer versenkt.
Now comes the taunting in chat. Love it. Oh, look, and there's the heal. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna hide. Probably a good idea. Incoming fire alert. Hey, Darth Vapo, how you doing? I hope you're having a good Sunday, man. And Mr. Tinkle as well. I apologize, I missed you guys saying stuff in the chat earlier. I got Stevie's fur all over my eye again.
That's a neat name, Mr. Tinkle.
You're at work all night long? What do you do for a job, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, nice. Casino security. Mr. Tingle, yeah, we think... pretty sure Smaland leaves after Wednesday, after the patch. So, use that 200% first win bonus and get yourself a Smaland.
Or clan brawl.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, but to convert to the free XP to get it is like what? Several $100s?
Yep.
It's roughly $200 ish. If you're going from straight 0 to 2 million.
Well, if you do that, thank you very much for keeping World of Warships free to play. We appreciate you.
You gotta spend your stimulus check on something.
B-Cup bought a Friesland in one night. I'm not surprised. Can you get me to play a Shiva?
It's like whenever people started buying the Apache Yamatos, it's like, well, gee, thanks guys for keeping it free to play for me. I'll keep grinding for mine.
So, Darth, this stream's a little bit different than most other streamers out there, in that most of what I do is cover replays. So this is Deadliest, for example, in his Kurfurst, and I give him feedback based off of what I'm seeing him do, and you know that's what I'm very happy to do for you as well. If you've got a replay you want me to cover or something to help you out, I am very happy to do it. You know, just send in some replays. Just keep in mind the patch is coming up on Wednesday, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit. When should I have realized things were going bad? I felt pretty good about my position till I suddenly didn't. Also, I had shift immediately after something, but I stick around, so things should still be good. Okay. Well, let's see what happens.
So this was your speed run replay of the Kurfurst?
His caption is 5 minutes of heaven, so I assume so.
What's up, Eisenhowers? You don't want to see me play Shimakaze anyway. It's full of rage and missing things.
Sounds like a few 07 streamers I know. Whenever they play torpedo ships.
I turned my Shimakaze into a torpedo spammer.
Well, yeah, sure.
That's all it does. I went and rebought the 20k torps and turned it into a fast-loading torpedo spammer.
I just widespread my torps. So after the patch hits, play a couple Shima games and send in the replay to Zat's Discord or send it through email.
Yep.
That way we can analyze it and give you some tips on how to improve your gameplay.
Yep. Now, if you don't get a good replay to send in during the... And by the way, a good replay is literally any game, doesn't matter. Deadliest is going to show us a 5-minute game here. But if you don't manage to catch one during the first week, you can still get one covered. It's just you typically are going to need to use channel points for being a part of, you know, like just hanging out here, or you can sub, or actually I just launched a Patreon as well, and you are more than welcome to support me there, and I'm very happy to help you out too. So, you know, whatever works, but. The idea is I'm trying to help players improve in this game and just enjoy it. Alpha Bliss, where is Sith? Sith had to step away for a bit. That's alright. She's dealing with some stuff. For those of you guys who follow her on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about.
Deadliest, I would have been cautious a while back, actually. At about the 18-minute mark. Take a look at the mini-map where the battleships are going.
The enemy battleships, you mean? Or yours?
Yes. The ones that are the enemy battleships. Look at their last known position. So, a hint that not a lot of people know. You can use the enemy battleships to kind of gauge where the enemy's going to focus on. So, since you spotted the Repub in Montana moving to your position, it probably means the enemy is at least investing in that side. So, so you might want to start at least thinking about cutting out here.
Now, there's 2 Hollands. One of them is spotted at A, so you can assume the other one is over at Delta. Also, there's a Worcester, Minotaur, and Thunderer that are dived together. Worcester is detected, so you have to, in your mind, think Thunderer and Minotaur are here somewhere as well. So I agree with what SAT is saying. At this point, I would curl in behind the island to where the Summers is. Versus what you're doing here.
Well, you can kite here and risk your broadside, that's fine. Or you go full yellow into the island.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not about eating sits, it's about gaining the positional advantage. Because if you're gonna get stuck bow in, you're gonna die. So you may as well cut your losses now, and you're less likely to take damage out here, even if they know you're turning. But if you get a little bit closer, they're going to be more accurate, and they're probably going to do more damage.
Yep. Nice citadel on the Worcester, by the way.
The more likely are they to focus you, the closer you get to that island.
Yep. Also, you were close. Nope, don't shoot back here. He's backing up. You were about to be ready, and then you looked away. Don't do that. Keep looking when you're close to finishing your reload. Keep looking at the target. Keep your eye on the ball, so to speak. Use a sports mannerism. So you're ready for it. Also, I noticed that you have 12.5 kilometer range, which tells me you're probably full secondary build. And this helps to demonstrate what I was talking about on stream earlier when I talked about battleship builds. Okay, you invested 7 points or however many points into secondaries. You ain't using them. Also heal.
Yeah, you never used heal. You should have been using it when the Worcester was spamming you. In fact, your tunnel vision on the Worcester and Minotaur got you killed.
Yep. Oh look, torpedoes. You might want to hit Hydro.
If you didn't back up to try and get that blind shot, then you should be able to hit the island with about roughly 60-70k.
Mm-hmm.
But since you took your sweet time going for a low chance hit, you took way too much damage.
Deadeye secondary spec crossover. Well, you're about to cross over, all right.
Take you to the other side. You just said, right?
Deadeye and secondaries on a Kurfurst is questionable.
Break on through to the other side.
The idea is that you go full offensive, so you either get the accuracy bonus or you get the reload bonus from secondaries.
Right. Unfortunately, Deadliest got no bonus.
He got took on through to the other side for sure.
He's got a 20-kilometer. He's got a 20% AR bonus.
I love the smoke with the sun back there. You got Heartless.
To summarize,
go ahead.
Alright, to summarize, that Worcester and Minotaur was unlikely to get spotted, so you were just trying to blind fire for relatively minimal effect. You're trying to play the lottery, in a sense.
Yep.
Like, lottery is good for those nice one-shots that you post to YouTube, but not very good for your average damage.
Exactly right. Let's watch you break in half. But yeah, you're dead in 5 minutes. Congratulations.
Wasn't the ships to the west of the volcano spotted most of the time?
Some of them were. The Montana Repub were. I think the Venezia when we paused it earlier. So
I mean, if that was me, I would have been ignoring those two that he was trying to shoot at. I would have been trying to shoot at the stuff that I know of that I could see, and rather than trying to do guess shots.
Deadliest, your ship is racing itself to the bottom.
But that's just me.
Generally, you do deal with the ships that are spotted. You only need to deal with the low HP ships when they're unspotted. Yeah, if they're unspotted, you only want to deal with them if they're low HP.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that destroyer that popped up, or could have popped up. Put the secondaries on it, and then just keep trying to shoot at the Mondi and whatever else that was there. Keep angling at that.
You guys, basically, your team lost on all flanks. So, oof.
Ow.
Alright, guys, it's 6:03. Do you want to see the Shikishima replay? Say so in chat if you do.
Say so.
Say so if you do. Alright, well if my mod of win says yes, then we're gonna do it. And then we'll end the stream after that's finished. And we're good.
All this talk about GK, I'm going to gag mine up in between battle.
Your death speedrun record is 5 seconds. CV detonate your Des Moines with HE rockets. There's so many things to say about that, Blast.
Well, Deadly has set the goal at about 5 minutes. Can you do better?
Mr. Tingle,
Replay.
6:03 p.m. afternoon evening time. Which
Send
means
this
it's
replay so we can see it and
Yeah.
make fun of you.
which means it's
Getting
normally
3 flags, Blast.
dinner time, so I do have to go soonish here.
Is pizza coming?
I don't know. We've already seen this replay once? Really? Okay. Well, I will kill the game. And in that case, I will pick a random other ship to cover.
You could do my Sinop, where you can get the death pick at the end, like 2 seconds before it ends.
Did you submit it? I don't see it.
It should be in your Discord, the second one, third one up. You already thumbed it up. So.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Let's take a look. I was late to dinner last weekend. It is Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna do this one quick. We're gonna do this one quick.
Do you really want to be late to this dinner? This
Yes.
is like the last dinner you want to be late to.
So what you're saying is I have to hit insert a few times. Got it.
Yes. We're speed running the replay.
We're gonna speed run it, guys.
Yeah. I think it's like 10 minutes long, so.
Well, it's gonna be quicker than that.
Yeah, but just watch out the last couple minutes of it because of the death pick.
Okay,
We
your
win
middle.
the match, but my death is the clutch for winning,
Okay.
which I thought was strange.
Now the Sinop, even though it's tier 7, I mean the guns themselves are like tier 8s. So
They're 16 inchers.
that's
think.
right, exactly. So I mean you can roll with them pretty easily. Tier 9 you might struggle a little bit, but 8 no problem.
You didn't have to go half speed for that one. You can just full speed it to C.
Mm-hmm. Props for making that mines move though. That was great.
So. Oh. Yep.
I think the CV took a liking to me as well.
Well, you're a battleship and you're somewhat by yourself. Although I thought he would go for that Queen Elizabeth instead.
Yeah, but don't you also need to put up your poll of whether or not I'm running Deadeye?
I would, but I gotta go. So.
Yep. You should have also stayed out in front. Monarch was gonna die pretty quickly. You can bow tank him anyways, so shoot the cruisers afterwards.
Yeah, we're coming up really close to the end of the game.
I can see that.
Also, you don't want to get close to York because you're not likely to hit a citadel, and he has a couple of torps.
And also, don't zoom in at close range. We talked about this with Gandalf. Like, do you see where your shells hit? Here, look at this for a second. Let's take a second and look at this. Look at where your shells hit. Now, I have a strong feeling you wanted them to go lower on the ship, right?
I was just shooting them. That's
right.
what I was trying to do.
But what I'm saying is, if you're trying to citadel him, you want them to be about here, right?
Right.
But
I wasn't trying to citadel him. I was just trying to put shells into him to end him.
Okay.
That was the point. That's the only thing I was trying to do.
So two things. One is, if you zoom out, you can depress your guns lower, and two, if I zoom back out, you've got a pretty good angle actually. So, assuming you hit the citadel, you have a good chance of those shells penetrating and exploding in the citadel, which is what you want to kill him. So I really do think if you didn't zoom in, you might have gotten the kill on him right then and there.
Right.
The main thing is that if you zoom out, it's much easier to track the target.
Right?
True. And I'm going to die here in a second.
Yep.
Also another mistake, not wailing for Kuznetsov.
Ha.
And the game will be over like 2 seconds after that.
Yep, so hopefully I grabbed it. I did do it. Yep, I got it. Okay. We got it.
Well,
All right.
I was submitting that for your death picks because you've been very, very lean on death picks recently.
Yeah, we've been pretty light on death picks, haven't we? All right, guys. Well, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for spending your Valentine's Day with me. What the hell are you doing here? Go hang out with your significant other if you have one. But in any case, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks. Looking forward to next weekend, guys. Next weekend is my birthday. My real, actual birthday. Which I hate because I am always 1 week behind Valentine's Day, and it really freaking sucks. Desert Fox will call your ex. You do that. You do that. I hope things are okay with that. I am very much looking forward to my birthday. Cthulhu, thank you very much. Went out, Miss Krinsky and I went out last night since we were getting snowed on. So one thing my wife and I always did was we always went out to celebrate Valentine's Day like a day before or a day after Valentine's Day, just because there's less people. And it's just a little bit more fun that way. We could be more intimate, So, I don't know. But in any case, guys, I need to know, as always, who do you want me to raid? Who would you guys like me to send off towards you? And Dutch, if you're still here. Remember, I typically like to raid people that have like less than 100 watching. Calibrary's got a 137. Boo could work. And I don't mind, you know what? I don't mind it if you guys want.
Bo has a shark shoot.
He's doing a 24-hour stream, too. TM Grunty? Let's do Grunty. Game Prodigy is one of my good friends, so I'm going to just add him to the list. It's going to be a 3-minute vote, so be ready when it comes to it. Is there anybody else we can add to our list of people to raid? Let's see. I'll put Calgary on. And let's add Mara Draco. Mara Draco is a wargaming employee. He manages the Latin American community with as a community manager. So there you go. Bob Ross. Cremoa! What's up, Cremoa? Mr. Deacon? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. But in any case, go ahead and put your votes in, guys. And like I said, so next week, guys, don't forget, please, don't forget. And I need to remind myself, so remind me too. We need to respec our commanders before the patch drops. That's really important. And don't forget, if you've got captains that are on premium ships, put them on those other ships. Hi, Stevie. Put them on other ships and respec them. That's very important. So once again, big thanks to Bill Bro Shaggins for the cheers. Oh, Stevie is going to his bed just in time to end the stream. There you go, guys. There he is.
Also, don't forget to dismount the modules on all your ships, especially ones you do not currently play with.
Yep, exactly.
You get to do that for free until Wednesday.
Exactly. Too bad you can't use the respec all button again. Yeah, I know, Flint. I asked for a second. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But I feel at least good that almost all of my commanders are respec. So I'm going to go ahead and respec. I'm going to spend some time, probably Tuesday night, and respec commanders for free before I forget.
I'm also going to take screenshots of the commanders and then just go in there and do the respect all button because I didn't do it.
Talk respec does not end tonight. The respec all ends tonight, but the respec itself ends at the end of the patch cycle. So that's going to be Tuesday nights, okay? We got a whole bunch of new followers. Big thanks to our new followers. Whole bunch of new followers, which is awesome. We're at 6,356. It's fantastic. And I mean, how cool is this? We got our first supporter on Patreon, which is just, I mean, I'm blown away, guys. You guys are fantastic. I don't know what else to say. Somebody, it's on my Discord under codes, deals, and offers. I'll post the comment in the chat for all of you guys right here. Check the chat. There it is. Now, if you're not in North America, then change that to worldofwarships.na or .eu or .ru or .asia so that you can access it. But it should be the same general URL for each of the different servers. You log in, there's a button that you click that says, I wish to participate, and then boom, you respec everything. So it's very easy. Oh, okay. Raid TM Grunty. That's good. It's Valentine's Day. I believe that he is single, so I think it's nice for people to spend time with Grunty. He's been a fantastic supporter of this stream as well, so I definitely do not mind showing some love and support to him as well. Guys, when you get there, as always, give the Zath wave. That's a circle with the slash. And once again, if you would like to join anything with my anything of mine, there's my email there. You can email me replays. There's my Discord. There's my Twitter. All that good stuff. And I should probably add my Patreon as well. But once again, that's my new Patreon site. So if you're a newer player looking for some serious one-on-one help, let me help you. I think that's awesome. So I'm going to go spend time with Stevie and, of course, my wife and her cat, Peru, in a little bit. Did my mass reset yesterday. I've got screenies all your captains. Well, there you go, Rogue Pope. Aloha to you, too. All right. Cool. Well, I'll see you next weekend, next Sunday, for my special birthday stream. I'll be giving away a Fen Yang and probably some other goodies. We shall see. And, yeah. Looking forward to it. Have a great night, you too, Kerensky. Thanks all for being a part of Marbles and everything else. That was so much fun. We'll do a flex at the end. There you go, Flint. Take care, everyone. Oh my god, that was great. That was awesome. That was